And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hello.
You're gonna give children AIDS?
You don't die of AIDS. God. Couple phone numbers in the New York City area, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else, including Philly.
Philly.
Holy ass. Philly, stop liking the show so much. You're making us nervous, man.
Isn't that great?
That means you expect something from us every day. Relax. Relax with the liking of the show, my God.
How great is Philly, man?
Philly rocks. And
God damn.
We're going to have to go back and visit them very, very soon, Anthony. Ratings trend came out for Philly, and we're just destroying, crushing, killing the competition. So thank you, Philly, the first city that syndicated the Opie and Anthony Show. And it looked like it was a good idea, right?
It certainly does.
So for Philly and anyone else outside of New York City, 866-277-4WOW. In the studio today, it's Anthony and, of course, Jim Norton. I can't even look at him, Anthony.
I know. It's a little embarrassing, Jim.
We're going to see if we can get that on the radio. I don't know. The audio's a little bad. Jim Norton brought in a tape of himself doing stand-up 8 years ago, or 9 years ago. 9 years ago.
One of his early efforts as a stand-up comic. The man now, I will say, one of the funniest comics out there. Very funny. Jim Norton. But, boy, you sure came a long way.
I was awful.
He was, I don't know what it was. We popped the tape in. He runs out of the office. So we're watching. And here comes a guy out who looks like Jimmy. And he starts...
It looks exactly like Jimmy. Jimmy's been bitching and complaining about his body.
Yeah.
I just told him, why bother? You had the same body 9 years ago.
He was
What's the
25
difference?
years old. Look the same.
You make it sound like 25, you had the washboard abs, and you were in good shape, and something happened along the way.
Yeah.
Dude, you were as awful at 25 as you are now.
I know. I understand that. I'm not saying I haven't been a consistent disaster. I've never been happy with it.
Same hair.
Yeah.
You were maybe a tiny bit thinner in the face. That's about it.
Not much.
Still no chin, chin, no hair, and same awful body.
I never claimed that I looked like Van Damme when I started comedy. Why do you think I started it?
But yesterday after the show, you're stressing about how awful your body is. And now I look at this tape, I'm like, give it up.
Yeah.
You've had the same body for at least 9 years, maybe longer.
For 33 years.
Anyway, sorry, Anthony.
Out comes a guy who looks like Jimmy. I'm like, all right. And then he opens his mouth. The first thing you will notice is that I don't know whose voice that is. He used to put on a voice that I can only compare to Urkel from whatever series that was.
Hey, it's Urkel, everybody. I got a chubby little fat face. Look at me.
When I walked into the office, because I did too, a friend of mine stopped by, so she and I walked out because I couldn't watch the tape.
You handed us the tape and ran out.
Yeah.
And I walked back in about 10 minutes later, and they both looked at me like you'd look at a rape victim, like that we know you're dirty.
Yeah, we know.
Really
we
awful.
understand, but I don't know how to look at you.
It was disgust.
Yeah.
Well, at one point I go, Rick, just turn it off.
Yeah.
Just turn it off. It went from being fun because it was so awful to just being
just awful.
Being awkward and uncomfortable for everybody.
Yeah. And when you know what else he was doing? That I just found I was cringing. He was a lot more animated. And there was one point where I guess he's working the crowd a little bit. Asking people what they're doing. And one of the girls goes, bachelorette party.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, some girls get Chippendales, you get me. And he proceeds to put on this face and do a wacky walk.
I think it was...
he did a wacky walk across the stage toward the girl.
It was that Martin Short character, Ed Grimley, or... you had like an Ed Grimley thing going on.
That could be the worst moment I've ever had on stage, that moment. And the crowd was laughing and enjoying it, which shows you how stupid audiences were.
Oh, Rick goes, well, at least they're laughing. I go, Carrot Top gets laughs. Stop it.
Dude, I was so awful.
And then I missed the end part, which you brought up, because did you see the end part with the, what is it, douche?
No, that was the entire performance.
The
end part was the enema.
An enema. Same thing. Same thing. Only a douche is what an enema was yesterday.
And you had a Zubar pair of pants on. Zubar pants.
So what happened was this. When I used to get like groaned at and bomb a lot because I was too mean and too dirty.
Yeah.
When I started, and then I don't know how it developed into that high energy, please like me nonsense.
Yeah, that's all I saw was like a guy craving attention and please like me.
That's what makes you so sick when you watch it. It's like, wow, the desperation and need of their approval is so obvious.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Breaking news. Jared.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Jared?
What's going on, guys? The chase on Fox News Channel.
Huh? He eats the heroes.
What's up, Jared?
What's going on? There's a chase on Fox News Channel right now. Just alerting you to the fun.
We're on it.
All right, then.
Thank you, Jared.
Take care, guys.
Police chasing Honda in California.
A Honda in California. Okay.
Now,
is he on a highway?
No. Yeah, he's on a 1, 2, 3. Looks like a 4-lane highway near Cerritos, California.
Cerritos.
And let me tell you something, Anthony. The last car chase we had was out of Texas.
Oh, it ended.
We said this on our show. The police in Texas rock so much more than the police in California.
They were
forced
right on
this
the
guy
guy's
basically
ass.
to kill himself.
Yeah,
the last one.
He hit a piling for a bridge, big cement piling, and just destroyed the truck. He went flying.
They pulled his lifeless body out of the truck.
Yeah.
And then they were claiming that the guy was okay, but there was no way that guy was okay.
This guy doesn't really seem to be moving. And look at where the cops are.
Yeah, the cop is just kind of
faggy California cops.
Lollygagging behind him.
They're so far behind. I'm in a high-speed pursuit.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, like a 4-lane highway.
Yeah.
Not much going on here. He's about to pass a van. The van's got to be going about 65, so he's barely going 70.
Geez, Fox is getting off of the kidnapped girl story. Finally.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And that lady that reads the news on Fox, she looks like a robot. Her eyes, she does not blink.
They're so big.
She does not blink.
On Fox News, her eyes get huge. And I was saying, I just can't wait till the day she loses it and just starts cursing that she doesn't want to do this S anymore. Just loses her mind. I'll laugh my ass off. Isn't it amazing that story about the kidnapped kid is just... And it's the same thing with the JonBenet Ramsey story. We, as Americans... And, Earl, you'll probably back me up on this one. If it was a black kid that was kidnapped or missing, do you honestly think it would get this much attention?
No.
Mexican kid, maybe?
Not at all.
Yeah, a little Chinese kid. We love when little white blonde kids get kidnapped because it just they do not stop with the coverage,
and it pulls at our heartstrings.
They love it. It's like America's Most Wanted does stories on how many kids just disappear every day.
Yep.
It's amazing. But if they fit the mold of what people want to see, the little blonde kid, and it's just pounded on the news. I'm watching going, all right, enough.
That's a good observation.
Enough.
I'm just so glad they got a car chase on Fox because I was so sick of seeing the footage of that airplane clapping.
Oh, my God.
You showed footage of that?
With the wings clapping.
Dude,
Dude, I was trying to get my stupid computer back online all day.
I give up on you.
No, I was doing...
You did not see the footage of the plane going down with the wings just being ripped off the damn thing?
No, you perfect angel, I didn't.
They've shown the footage at least 100 times since we've been in the back office.
You know why I wasn't watching TV?
They're showing it every 15 to 20 seconds.
I was doing something. My TiVo's not working, and neither is my stupid... I'm a technological disaster.
Yes.
Nothing is working.
It just looked like the wings decided to clap. Just went, time to clap.
Yeah, both wings just kind of came off.
And then you got to think the pilot was just like, oh, man.
Well, because then the fuselage without the wings on it goes into a roll.
Yeah.
And the pilot's like, let me try to straighten this out, not knowing he has no wings.
Looks behind him and sees no wings.
There's just cables kind of pulling at the air. Nothing there left.
Fluttering in the wind. Wait, that's where my wings used to be. And you got to think he's hoping that he could just kind of slide down the mountain at one point.
But came down right on the cockpit.
Yeah, just crashed right into the mountain.
Horrible.
Sick footage, though. You haven't seen it?
No.
Like a firefighting plane, one of those water tanker planes.
I saw the photos, yeah.
For the Denver forest fires that are going on, I got to tell you something. You hear how those started?
Yep.
There's a Forest Service employee, a woman, who had just set fire to a letter she had gotten from her estranged husband.
That's it?
Yeah. and she threw it to the side, and there you go.
And that's what
now
you
there's
get.
planes down, people dead, huge amounts of forest gone, houses gone, because she's, burning up a letter from her husband.
I have a feeling there's going to be a big fire in New York City when a 1993 comedy tape is set on fire in a dumpster. I don't believe her story, by the way. I don't believe that.
No?
No. I think it sounds right, but I don't believe it because she had to justify it somehow. And
You think maybe she wanted to be the one that phones in the fire and gets a little recognition? That happens a lot.
Yeah.
With firefighters. Not so much paid firefighters, like, in New York City here, the fire department, but volunteer fire departments. They got a lot of those out on Long Island. It's amazing. Because, who's really going to join? You got a lot of people that are pretty up for the cause, and they're there for community and everything. But some of these people, they join because they like fire. They enjoy looking at fire. And there's been many cases out on Long Island especially where guys start fires just so they could be the hero and put it out. And sometimes, oops, didn't get it quick enough, someone's dead, and then they end up going to prison.
I thought I was pathetic, starting rapes and then leaving and coming back dressed differently and saving her.
I'll save you. You idiot.
Now make love to me.
Hey, let's go to Perry.
Your pants are already off.
We're watching this car chase in California. Now they're on like a 3, 4, 5, like a 6 or 7 lane highway, and not much is going on. The Honda's just kind of weaving in and out of traffic. Not driving really recklessly yet. Perry, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, he's exiting the highway. This is where it always gets good. Go ahead, Perry.
No, I was watching on CNN this morning. They said 2,000 kids are reported missing every day to the FBI. Every day.
Well, most of that is just either
Yeah,
run away or
say,
something.
my kid's missing, and he's around the corner at his friend's house.
They're a legitimate missing kids, though, but, we just love looking at the little blonde kids.
I tell
Just
you,
love
that's the thing. I mean, I have 2 kids, and now I'd probably go berserk if that happened to me, but, you want to help them, but it gets crazy after a while. I'll be sure to tell Weezy you guys say hello.
Wheezy?
Yeah, I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks.
All right, cool.
Man up there, his wife is my wife's best friend.
All right.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
All right, Perry, thank
As
you.
he chuckles. Nervous titter.
Bob, you're next on Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, first of all, about this police chase.
Yeah.
Where are the police? The people in the left lane are going faster than this guy.
We told you the police in California, they're a bunch of pussies. In Texas, they're right up on the guy's ass.
Yeah, and there's the reason I'm calling. See the giant graphics? Am I the only one that hates that on Fox News?
Well,
when you go to camera aiming school, do they teach you to center the picture in the middle of the frame, or do they say, oh, no, put it in the upper right-hand corner in case it's on Fox News?
Right, they center the action. There's a quarter of the screen gone.
Yep.
Quarter of the screen gone with their big Fox
Quarter of the
stupid
screen.
news
They
graphic.
leave a quarter of the screen behind.
Fox's whole job is to scare the crap out of you.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I
With their
get crap
scary
right on the
graphics.
couch.
All right, thank you, bro.
All right.
Bye.
We bash Fox all the time, yet it's all we watch.
Of course.
let's be real here.
All this crap happens right before showtime.
So we sit in there and Opie's ready to have a nervous breakdown.
Hostage situations, car chases,
Earthquakes
today.
Illinois or wherever.
An earthquake
Kentucky.
in Kentucky today. Chris, what's going on?
Rocket attacks.
Oh, and you guys rock.
All right.
Question. What awards did you win last night?
What?
Which awards were given out?
I don't know, for the Radio and Records Awards.
Oh, the R&R Award.
R&R?
Last year we won Air Personality of the Year for the whole country, and this year they put us in the really tough category.
Yeah.
We got killed by everybody.
You guys should have won.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. We've been doing it a year. He's been doing it, 16, 17 years.
Who else was in there? Rush?
Rush Limbaugh and a few others.
It's stiff competition,
They put us in the brutal category.
Always in traffic.
He's in traffic, Chris. We got to go.
They screwed you guys.
All right, thank you. No, they put us in the syndicated...
Everyone knows it was a fix, yeah.
Radio show.
Look at him go. He's going to go.
All right, this guy is screwed because now he's in some kind of bumper-to-bumper traffic.
He's in some traffic. He's making some really good moves, but he's getting very lucky.
The Honda weaving in and out. He's in the granny lane now.
He's getting very lucky.
Which is moving faster than all the other lanes.
Yeah, what the hell's happening there?
What? All the rest of these cars, they're stupid. Because look at this.
People moving out of his way.
This lane is completely clear. No one else is using it. They'd rather be stuck in the other lanes of traffic.
I'd have followed that guy. Wow, this is really getting good because now he's getting into some traffic.
Now it's open road again.
What happened?
Huh?
Son of a Oh, the cop's getting a little closer to him, though.
Nah, not like Texas.
Yeah,
man.
L.A.
Texas would be right on his ass.
You suck, L.A.
Tony, what's going on?
So it doesn't matter.
Boys, I got to tell you, I'm not really buying a little white kid thing.
Why?
I got 2 words for you. Elian Gonzalez.
Different story. That had political implications. Wasn't just a missing kid.
Yeah, you had people camping outside the house.
Had him
all that.
coming over on a fishing bobber.
And his mom died on the way over.
Rode a tuna fish sandwich over from Cuba.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Jimmy.
What?
Maybe I want you to go upstairs and take a shower. And make it a good shower, because I'm going to come up and see how clean you are. Keep your mouth shut or I'll beat you like I do her.
That is really good.
We're going to have to get that. We got to get that clip for the show. From Natural Born Killer, man.
Yeah, see you, boys.
Very good, buddy.
Take it easy, man.
All right, let's go to Steve. We're kind of all over the place as we follow this car chase. We love following the car chases. A Honda just taking off, and so far nothing to report. Steve, what's up?
Yeah, how you doing? You talking about those volunteer firemen before?
Yeah.
I know a guy who set his own, I'm not going to say what department it was on Long Island. He set his own firehouse on fire. Twice.
And was he the guy that put it out? Or did he alert everybody?
He hung out there at night and stuff, and then later on, he wanted to be the guy who called it in.
Yeah.
A couple of the guys were complaining about the firehouse. I think his thing was he wanted a new firehouse.
Well, that happens.
Just burn it down.
With some of these guys, especially there's an abandoned shack or something like that. They'll scope it out and go, we haven't had a good fire in a while. I'll torch this thing up.
Yeah, abandoned shack's one thing. Your own firehouse?
And then I'll go. And sometimes,
all the guys hang out. They all drink their beers there, everything like that.
Oh, I used to do jobs, air conditioning jobs at some of the firehouses out on Long Island. Their bar areas rival any club
of course
you could go to. The booze, the beers, and they would just, sit, and so would I. I wasn't working either. I was supposed to be. I'm sitting at the bar, nice big screen TV, we're watching the game, we're drinking beer, and I'm like, I'm in a firehouse. What the hell is that?
Big screen TVs is great over there.
A lot of
he set the whole thing on fire. They're going to rebuild the whole thing probably.
Believe me, I'm not faulting them.
I think we're going to try to burn down the radio station here in New York and get a whole new one.
There you go.
You think we could do it without them knowing it's us?
Right.
Yeah, me and Opie come in at night, torch it up.
We'll warn Ron and Fez, that's about it. Tim, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, boys?
All right, Tim.
All right, I got word on that car chase. They're saying that he's an escaped convict and he's armed and dangerous.
Dude, he is armed. Police chasing, they changed the graphic.
Now they're saying it's a police chased armed parolee near Whittier, California.
Yeah, they just changed the graphic. But he's armed. Now, I saw something sticking out the back window. I was wondering if that was a shotgun, if there's someone else.
Is this more
It
traffic?
actually looked like an arm or maybe a leg or something.
Nah, it's being reported it's lumber. By our reporter on the scene, Jim Norton. All right, thank you, bro.
All right, thanks, man.
Dude, how much pot have you smoked today?
Now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on that now.
All right, thank you, Tim.
It looks like the cops are clearing that lane. Is that what they're doing? Because I see traffic in the other 2 lanes. Is there a cop in front of this guy? Just look at this guy. If you're right next to him, don't you just drive him into the barrier?
You got to knock the back end of his.
I would. Have a little
car.
fun. There's your 15 minutes. Put the guy right into that guardrail. It'd be fantastic.
The guy's armed. Now we might have to stick with this.
Who cares?
I thought I'd
kill him anyway.
I thought it was just one of those regular car chases.
It better end violently and with death, because I don't want to see a 20-minute standoff with this guy. Put the gun down, blah, blah, blah. He's back in the car. No, he's back out. I want to see that car end up into the rail in flames. Maybe with the guy. Remember, you used to watch The Fall Guy? And they'd have the guy get out of the vehicle on fire. It's like, wow, it sure looks like a guy that's in a huge, heavy, fiery suit. They never made that gag look good. I mean, they just recently started making that look kind of good, because I think they use CGI. But it used to be, you'd see like a woman.
Yeah.
A little frail woman is driving a car. It bursts into flames. All of a sudden, the Incredible Hulk is outside the car doing the I'm on fire walk. It's like, wow, he's got a big square head. Yeah. These big bulbous legs and all. He can't even move. He's like in one of those dog training suits that's on fire. It's like crap.
That's classic. All right, and we'll take a break. We're gonna try to time this thing with the car chase in California with the guy that's armed.
Yeah,
so stay there. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. They're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. We're following the car chase on Fox.
Yeah, it's still going.
Because that's what we do. They're chasing a Honda. The guy is armed and dangerous in the Honda.
Yeah.
Matt from Bay Ridge writes, I had that same type of Honda Civic, 1982, I think. That thing can't do 80 going downhill with a backwind.
Guy's waving at the copter, it looked like, for a second there.
Well, we timed it perfectly. We were able to do some commercials and get right back to the car chase. Also, Pugs and Kelly, they're doing a show in Dallas. They're on way before us in Dallas, actually, Anthony. And they want to talk to us today on the radio as well.
All right.
I don't know if they're there yet. Pugs, Kelly!
We're here.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, O&A, how you guys doing?
What's up?
Pretty good. We didn't do any show prep today, so we're just going to watch TV and describe what's going on the TV.
Wait till your body put it up.
It should be about two of the same shows.
Guys, are we watching the same thing? Car chase, Southern California?
Yeah, car chase. The guy's armed and dangerous. We were explaining earlier that the cops in the Texas area are so much more aggressive when it comes to these car chases. Did you see the one like 2 weeks ago?
Yes, we did.
Wait, was that the one with the burning lumber truck? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that one was really good, too. This one was a pickup truck, and it slammed into a big piling for a highway. And, the cops just dragged the guy out and threw him on the ground. It was great, though.
Looked like he was dead, and they still handcuffed the guy.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't that the morning guy that got killed here?
No, see, we have these every day.
Yeah, guys, we get that a lot down here.
Pickup truck drivers slamming into things,
We had a morning guy who had like a tractor that was on the back of a flatbed fall on his car as he went under a viaduct a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah, very sad.
They killed the morning guy?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Jesus.
Ironically, on a station called Memories.
Wow.
Oh.
We need that same trick to happen around here.
First of all, hey, guys, congratulations on the promotion. We've been big fans of you guys since you first started.
Yeah, you guys have been emailing us ever since we started in Dallas, and we appreciate the support, and the station moved us down to 7 o'clock. We're very happy.
Yeah, I'll do to us.
Yeah, that's us.
Should be a lot easier for us.
We're hoping.
Right.
Guys, help us out here. We're doing this WOW thing that you guys do, We're trying to send girls from Dallas to enter the contest.
Yeah.
We haven't a clue. First of all, what are you guys, just taking all comers? You see some of those girls on there? What's up with the girls from Chicago?
All right, listen.
That broad is a beast.
Hey, we can all make fun of the girl from Chicago. You got to have faith in Opie and Anthony. These contests always start really slow with a bunch of pigs and messes. But by the end of it, they're all a bunch of Playboy models, so.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I think all the real professionals, they kind of wait and see what ends up at the stations, and then they finally go, okay, it's time for me to enter the contest. So.
Well, strippers are late for everything.
Yeah. You see the one girl that we're not sure is a girl?
Wait, no. Which one?
Market?
Wait, pull it up. Can we pull it up? Yeah, what city? Is she one of the Philly broads? Because they all look like biker meth heads.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, now you're messing with Philly on us. Uh-oh.
Come on, seriously.
Put it this way, you won't even have to ask us which one it is.
Okay.
It's that obvious.
Yeah, why don't you pull up the contestants on opieandanthony.com. It's the WOW contest. You want to explain the WOW contest, Sam, real fast?
Yeah, girls, just go down to any of the studios you hear our fine show on, and you get your picture taken, flashing, giving your best wow. And then we put it up on the website, and the listeners get to vote.
Eventually, because it's going to take a while to qualify, get all the qualifiers in this contest. And then risquevideo.com is giving away the $5,000.
$5,000. So I think what happens is a lot of the girls, the attractive girls, kind of look at the pictures and go, hey, $5,000 is up for grabs? And then they look at these girls and go, I could beat that.
All right, so which one are we talking about, guys?
Yeah, which one? I'm trying to find her.
All right, looking for the one that looks
like one in Philly.
She's halfway through a sex change operation.
Gemini. Yeah, it is. Is it Gemini?
Yeah.
Gemini in Philly. That's true.
She's the one.
She looks like she played bass in rap.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Look at the mitts on her.
She's got really big man hands.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. The guys in Philly swear that she's a lady. But our listeners, this came from our listeners. We got a lot of email in. They're like, come on, guys, that's a dude.
I know.
And they're begging us to get that person out of the contest.
Oh, we can't do that.
You got to start with the one that looks like my mom from Chicago. That's just frightening.
Hey, at least Chicago's representing Dallas.
We sent
one today.
Yeah.
And was she hot?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you,
first of all, guys, I'm sure you've heard tale of the Texas women. Come on. Go through any Playboy you have in a box in your garage. You will find girls from small towns in Texas in every issue of Playboy. We have the most beautiful women in the world here in Dallas. It's the strip club capital.
We have 105 strip clubs.
Oh, my God. And unfortunately, you know, we've only got a couple. It's starting slow, but they're starting to come in. So
That's what happens.
I guarantee you a Dallas victory in this contest.
Oh, look at you. Look at
guaranteeing.
Dallas. Well, hopefully we got the pictures and we'll get them up on opieandanthony.com later on today, I guess.
Okay, so when does this contest end?
When we feel like we got enough quality in the contest.
Because right now, it's going to go for a while.
Speedy has thrown in $500 for the best Dallas entrance.
Yeah.
Oh. So at this point, I think the contest is going until October.
Yeah.
And the winner gets $5,000 and a topless ride through Dealey Plaza.
Where we will shoot paint guns.
That's right.
All right.
So what are you guys doing on your show today? Well, it's almost over, right?
Well, we're just about done. We've been watching TV. We played a game that failed miserably.
Yeah.
What game did you guys play?
Don't tell me complicated. No. Hey, you guys want to try and play?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you guys did the Battle of the Sexes game.
No, come on.
All right. Come on. Well, we're just feeling you guys out. I mean, if you guys do that Battle of the Sexes thing, we can't talk to you anymore.
No, we don't do that.
They're listening to us. They think we're like a mixed morning show or something.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
hit the Matchbox 20. Let's go.
We don't know for sure. All right. What game did you guys play today?
No, we don't want to talk about it.
It was a whammy game. It was really complicated.
It was like a combination of press your luck and, just total train wreck.
I remember that. I remember that show.
It was horrible.
Yeah. You got to make your contest very simple, guys.
Thank you. There you go.
It was our producer's contest.
Bobby, talk to a couple of big timers. Bobby created this game.
Radio contests are supposed to be very simple.
All right, Bobby.
Haven't the consultants told you guys that yet?
My PD came right in and told me right after that.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
When the hosts of the show don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
And we are the lowest common denominator.
Don't we have a girl that's supposed to be here right now for the wild contest? A beautiful young girl.
Yeah.
Oh, blonde.
Yeah, sure.
Texas.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, she is very
Send the pictures, man.
Send the pictures, all right?
We will, absolutely. And where can we access the people listening? That's opieandanthony.com?
Yeah, the contestants are up there right now, and I guess the rules for the contest as well.
Okay. It's got to be a simple thing, like our the wackiest thing you could do in the bathroom contest we held that Andrea Yates won.
We still got to do the Smell My Buzz contest, Bugs, which you will do.
Yeah, Smell My Buzz. Hey, that chick from Sacramento's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Well, they got a bunch of ringers in Sacramento.
They do?
Yes.
Hey, did you hear about that midday show in Sacramento that sunk the boat?
What do they do?
The midday show on your station out there in Sacramento. They threw a party on a barge. It was like some restaurant bar.
A restaurant that's on a barge, and they had 300 listeners, and it started to sing.
That's great.
That's infinity money right there, baby.
That was the Leon Klinghoffer contest.
What a great event. Kill on some of your listeners.
Hold on, Sabrina wants in on this. Hold on a second. Sabrina!
Yes.
We're talking to Dallas. What do you got for them?
Oh, there is no way the winner's going to come from Dallas.
How can you say that?
Oh, no way.
Where's it coming from?
I'm going to be up tomorrow representing Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
Ohio.
Oh, God. You ever been to Ohio, guys? Oh, my.
Oh, give me a break. I'm bringing a couple of my
love Ohio.
We love Ohio.
Songs about the women coming out of Ohio.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
that's Chrissy Hines hot.
Yeah.
I can't name one hot chick from Ohio.
Well,
Sabrina, that's who.
First of all, Columbus hasn't represented in the contest, and Dallas hasn't represented yet. So both you guys shut your trap.
No, I'm going up at 8:30 in the morning.
All
me
right.
and a couple of my friends.
All right. We look
At
forward
9:30 hot chick time.
All right. We look forward to your pictures, Sabrina.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. And then Cleveland. We're having a tough time with Cleveland. The radio station won't let the girls get naked.
What? Are you kidding
Not
me?
the actual station, but the building they're in. I guess it's a bunch of hard asses, so they don't want any nudity on the premises. So now Cleveland, I think, has figured out like a bar.
Really?
Where the girls can go down and get their pictures taken.
Are there any bathrooms in that building?
I know. They should be able to
How do they
figure
go
it
to the
out.
bathroom if they can't get naked?
But, so they're really bummed in Cleveland.
The bar will be great. I'm looking forward to the pose on the pinball table with 5 guys around.
Guys, question about the rules. Is that all right? Do they have to come up to the studio? Because we were thinking of taking one out to, like, South Fork and putting one in Dealey Plaza, Texas Stadium. We wanted to do all the...
with a bullet hole in her head and everything?
Right. We wanted to have the makeup artists come in and, take the back of her head off.
Well, if you guys are taking the pictures, that's fine. I guess it doesn't matter where the hell they are.
Yeah, you just got to be able to prove that they're, 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
The only real stipulation is if she's had a mastectomy, she's only eligible for $2,500.
You're just horrid.
Hey, we got to get one of those. Yeah. We got any of those down here in Texas? We got to get one of those. We got to get one of those funny guys that just sit around. We need that. Oh, okay. All right, guys. We're running late. We got to stick with the mastectomy. We got to wrap up the news. Thank you so much for talking to us. We really are big fans, and we wish you all the luck in the world.
Wait, what are you guys doing now?
Well, we got commercial breaks, and we got an afternoon guy who'll kick our ass if we go 1 minute over. So.
Yeah. I want to hear you guys do some news. Yep. That's like 4 minutes more that we don't have to do.
All right. Here we go.
A New Zealand city councilor has suggested eating cats to control the numbers. This idea came when the Nelson city councilor was considering whether or not to start registering cats as a way of protecting them. So now she's saying, people eat dogs, why not just let them eat cats?
What people eat dogs?
The Chinese and the Japanese.
Are we aiming at that level?
Well, no, this is in New Zealand. But she said...
Oh, and hey, got anything witty for that one? Yeah.
Wait a minute. You have a pussy, you might as well eat it.
See, we got to get one of those.
Wait, what is the feature? You guys do like wacky news at the end of the show?
Yeah, we just kill time. When you're out of gas. We just
all right, let's try the next story.
All right.
A woman has accused an obscene clown for gyrating at her and making rude requests. She says the man was jumping out of behind trees and swinging his hips around at her. I know, I kind of lost my story here. No, but she said that she spotted him hiding behind a tree, and he's been doing it to women and showing up at children's parties. Gyrating and...
Come on, Norton, save us.
I confess, it was just me in a clown suit.
You ass.
I can't win them all.
Oh, Dallas trashing Norton.
They're right. The I confess one is a running joke, and it stinks.
So the clown is just gyrating, that's it?
Yeah, and swinging his...
No, wait, is this the guy in Georgia? Is this the guy? Is there some clown? There's some clown down in Georgia that they're trying to. He shows up every summer for the summer season down there.
You mean like a clown, like with makeup?
Yeah, a clown, like one of these street freaks.
You ought to see what the clown in Chicago did.
What is that?
Little man named John Wayne Gacy.
Oh yeah.
Now that's a clown story.
That's Pogo the clown.
I actually haven't even been listening to the content. That voice is adorable.
That's Sybil.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Yeah, Sybil, you rock.
I was doing what the guy behind the tree was doing while you were talking.
Sybil's giggle is in high demand down here.
We don't have any girls on our show because they're too distracting.
Well, I'm surrounded by girls.
All right, what else?
They're both pretty cute, too.
All right, give us one more.
Radio. Lowered standards.
All right. A woman in northern Greece forgot her 4-month-old baby on a bus because she was talking on her cell phone. The woman was on the phone when she reached her stop, and when she got off, she forgot her baby, and the bus driver heard crying on the back of the bus, and when he looked back, he was surprised when he found a baby. So the mother was not identified, and the bus company did not refer to the police.
Anything, guys?
I didn't know that they have cell phones in Greece.
I don't have anything funny to say. I think that's hot enough on its own.
You're an awful man.
Come on, Sid, keep going. You're auditioning for New York.
All right.
Yeah, right.
An anti-abortion group had an airplane fly over a Southern California beach with a giant banner depicting a 10-week-old aborted fetus.
Tasty.
Oh, the banner carried a message reading 10-week-old abortion, and that was so that people would see what it looked like, and they would picture little babies next time they go out to have their abortion.
Is that like a press release?
Is that a news story? Yeah. It's a news story.
You should have went in a big circle and made like one of those little smoke things into the form of a hanger.
All right, guys, really, we're late. We're going to get killed by our afternoon show if we don't run.
He's going to come. He doesn't like us.
All right, guys, this was a lot of fun. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Thank you, guys. We love you. Opie and Anthony, they're the best damn show on this station.
Heard at 7 o'clock, another 4 hours.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. There you go.
Thank you.
It's the new 105 for you.
And we just checked out Sybil's picture. She's pretty hot.
Where is it?
Now we got KXOA checking in from Sacramento. We got Steve. Steve, what's up?
Hey, you guys were just talking about the sinking of our restaurant here in town, and I thought I'd call to verify that we lost an entire band's worth of equipment, dude.
So what happened? You guys had a bunch of listeners on a barge?
Yeah, there's a restaurant here called Crawdads, and Tim, Chip, and Lisa, who come on right before you, had a party there last Thursday, and they started getting the audience to jump. We had about 300 people there, and the band was cooking. Everybody was getting sauced. And they started jumping up and down, and next thing you know, the entire bandstand collapsed into the Sacramento River. I thought it was great.
Did you guys get some local coverage on that?
In fact, in about 15 minutes after that happened, Tim and Chip were busy grabbing guitars and amplifiers and keyboards. We got some great shots of the carnage on the website.
So you just go to KXOA?
Go to 937KXOA.com and click on Tim, Chip, and Lisa. And on their website, you'll see we've got about 60 pictures of carnage, total carnage.
All right, cool.
Hey, they had to evacuate the place after it was all over.
Did anybody die?
Unfortunately, no.
All right. You got to see the Lake in North Carolina trick where they...
Jesus, Jim.
Got a little press for a radio station.
Fortunately, none of our equipment was lost, just the bands.
Steve, when are the ringers coming in for the WOW contest?
You know, I hear you slamming me about that every friggin' day. They're not ringers.
You know what, though? Our listeners, they can't wait. They're like, when are the ringers from Sacramento going to be showing up on OpieandAnthony.com as part of the WOW contest?
Now, you notice
you have one girl so far, and she's beautiful.
Yes, she is. And you notice that she may not be a ringer, but she does have rings in an appropriate place.
We call them door knockers.
Is that what those are? Is that a wacky name for a man?
All right, Steve.
All right, thanks, man. We'll send some ringers soon, I promise.
All right, cool.
All right, hey, and keep it up, because KXOA loves you guys.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
I totally nailed him.
Dude, Sybil's hot, man.
We're looking at the PugsandKellyShow.com.
Yeah.
And they got Sybil's pictures up there.
Yeah.
And there's one where she's sitting on the toilet. Somebody walked in on her.
Come on, that's it.
Oh, that's so great.
That girl's cute.
Oh, yeah. Little pig. Is that pigtail she has, or no? Is that just her? No, it's her suspenders. Or her little thing she's wearing.
She's all right.
She's cute.
All right.
Sitting on a toilet. It's just so nice. Oh, sorry, I walked in, but while I'm here...
Hey, the car chase...
You saved me some paper.
Sorry.
Is it still going?
Yeah, the car chase is still going.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to report there. They've been going for close to an hour, right? This car chase?
Gas.
It's California, I'm telling you. They're not aggressive enough.
Well, they probably figure eventually the guy's going to run out of gas and have to stop anyway, even though it may be a while. But they figure maybe they'll save a life.
Screw that.
Look,
flames and blood.
Andrew, what's going on?
Thank God I live in New York. I don't have to listen to that lame-ass crap.
Look at Andrew. They're big supporters of the show, Andrew.
They had a pretty funny line about her looking like the bassist from Rat. That was hilarious.
Yeah, they had a couple good lines in there. All right, Andrew.
Have a good day, boys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tommy. Tommy, you're next on the Opie and Anthony Show. What's up?
Man, I just found a legion of Voss's joke writers. What's going on, man? It's the only bad thing about syndication. You got to deal with guys named Chip.
No, that wasn't. Chip didn't call in.
No, as soon as I hear the name Chip, I had to change the station until I just didn't hear that name again.
Yeah, it's very rare that you enjoy. I don't think Chip called in.
And the name Opie is so goddamn cool.
Yeah, it's a lot better than Chip, Opie.
All right, cool.
Chip and Anthony Show.
Thank you, Tom.
This car chase stinks, by the way.
I know. They just panned out, and there's like 5 patrol cars way back in the distance.
They're not even dealing with them.
You know how this should end? Like Jane Mansfield. That's how every Fox car chase should end.
Decapitation.
With beautiful breasts and no annoying head above to distract you.
John from D.C., what's up?
Hey, what's up? Ule, you suck. Norton, you rule.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I saw you guys down at the state show as Evil Boy, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Hey, listen, I was thinking, that plane that went down, the way those wings came off, I was thinking maybe when they picked up that scuba diver out of the water, maybe if he was loosening bolts trying to get out of there or something.
Maybe he was loosening bolts to get out of the tank.
Trying to find an escape hatch or something and just loosen the wrong ones. You know, they said there were 3 bodies and there's only 2 seats up front, right?
Yeah. Right.
There you go.
They picked up a scuba diver.
The scuba diver out in the water, but you've heard how that happens.
All the time with these fires. They pick one up, drop them in the woods, you know.
And he probably knows the story and said, I'm doomed unless I, loosen a few of these nuts and bolts.
There's chances to get out of there before they dump them, right?
That's a good theory to go with, John.
what else would work?
All right, John, thank you.
Could the LA cops do something, please? This guy's actually making rest stops and paying tolls. Could they pull this scumbag over and shoot him?
Yeah, nothing's going on. Sean from Cleveland, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Now, Sean, you're pissed off at who?
I hear Dallas is jocking on our women in Ohio, huh?
Yeah.
I got a girl going down to 92.3 Extreme tomorrow to take some pictures. You got to take it.
Well, there we go.
Well, they'll explain to him what
Her name's Jen. Keep a peek out for her.
All right, thank you.
All right, you guys rule.
Godspeed.
Well, I think all the radio stations and all the cities have to really step up in this WOW contest, including New York.
Yeah, none of you are off the hook here. Please, send us your hot chicks and their cans.
Immediately. $5,000 cash up for grabs, courtesy of risquevideo.com, RISQUE, video.com. You just go down to the station we broadcast on. They take your picture. They send it to us. We put them up on opieandanthony.com. The listeners check out the contestants, and eventually they're going to vote for the winner.
Let me ask you something, ladies. This just for the ladies out there. Look at the website. Go there. Do it now. Go to opieandanthony.com. Punch up the contestants. Go ahead. Now look at each and every one of them. Now look down at your own luscious breasts. They're better than the ones you're seeing, right? If they are, you might win $5,000. If you honestly look in the mirror and go, wow, I got nice cans. You go down to the station or come down to the station in New York. We'll take your picture. And, please, $5,000.
And a little suggestion to the ladies out there.
Yeah.
If you have to reach up all the way to the ceiling, you might want to stay home.
To make them look like there's a little plakier.
Hey, man, I have no problem with you reaching a little bit to give yourself a little help. But if you find yourself reaching all the way and touching the ceiling to make them look good, you might want to stay home.
You're doing a full back bend. Your hands are on the floor.
If you got sandbags...
I like a little
supporting your back because you're leaning back so far.
You like a little what?
When they look like a teardrop, like heavy and hanging but solid. Those
you like that?
Yeah, man. Not droopy and awful.
Yeah.
Like a little, that's full of
a little something to
whatever
them.
they fill with.
If you have to hang upside down to make them look good, stay home.
You ever smell the sweat under one? That can be pretty gamey.
Oh,
whoa! I'm telling you,
stop taking the hotness out of this contest. I will not allow you to do that.
You don't even have to mention that because there was a contestant in a contest that we had.
Holy ass!
Up in Boston.
The chick claimed to be Peter Wolf's daughter.
Yes. That's right.
This girl had
sounded like a litter of wolf pups were under her breast.
This girl had the smelliest boobs ever. Smelled.
How did you smell them?
Because
she just walked into the room topless, and the smell was beyond ridiculous.
Here's what she did. We were having a heaviest breast contest. We had a scale.
How many contests can you have with boobs?
I know.
Yeah. We've had about 5 or 6 different ones.
And the girls would...
My favorite was the heaviest boob, though, because real fast we had... And remember those uptight bitches that worked at the station? They were all pissed at us because we were using the male scale.
Yeah, the scale that they used to weigh the mail on. So that didn't even work well.
We would steal it and then have the girls with these big, heavy boobs just plop them on the scale so we could weigh them.
They would just lay them up there.
It was a nice digital scale.
So it was on the console, and she was one of the contestants, had huge boobs. So she lifts up one of her breasts to put on the scale. And we got this waft of, what was it? Seriously, a combination of, you ever pass by a yard and know that there's in the hedges somewhere a dead rat or a dead possum?
Yes.
That smell of rotting flesh.
And then someone took a whole bottle of ammonia and poured it over the top of it. Because there was some ammonia happening.
Yeah, it was like an ammonia type, wee-wee smell. Ooh. And it was, no, not in a good way. Okay. It was horrid. And she had, like, pockets under there that were almost like pits. It's like pitted. I didn't know what was going on.
Fat?
Of course.
Yeah, it is a shock.
Yeah,
of course she was.
Fat monster spelling up the whole room.
Kayla.
Yo.
What's up, Kayla?
Nothing.
All right. You're one of the contestants in the WOW contest?
Oh, yeah.
Let's pop up Kayla's pictures.
Let me see that.
I think the website's getting slammed now.
Well, because the ladies that I just gave the word out to are now looking.
She's representing Philly.
And saying, hey.
All right, what's going on, Kayla?
Nothing much. Just listening to you guys on the radio.
All right.
Listen to everybody that's on there right now.
What?
Dissing everybody, man.
We don't diss anybody.
Who's getting dissed?
What?
The Dallas people were dissing you guys bad.
Yeah, we don't diss anyone.
And we were standing up for our contestant.
All right, what's up, Kayla?
Not so much. I just I wanted to tell anybody that's listening to you guys that I'm at Cheerleaders, New Jersey right now. I've been there for 2 years, and I'm there every night from 9 to 2, so...
Wow, you're cute. That's
yeah, look at that.
Kayla,
wow, she's pretty.
Kayla, you have kids?
No.
What's the kid noises in the background?
Other dancers, probably.
Huh?
We hear kid noises in the background.
My brother.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
All right. No, Kayla, you have a very here, turn that around again, Anthony.
There you go.
Yeah, Kayla, you got very beautiful blue eyes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're very pretty. I think you're very sexy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where's Cheerleaders? I'm going to try to make it by.
You should have joined our Best Eyes contest.
Oh, you're messed up.
What? I like your eyes. That's all I'm saying. She's got beautiful eyes. Turn around. Turn around again.
Hold on, I'm going to another picture.
Why am I messed up? Turn it around. I didn't say anything bad about you. Let me see.
Hold on, it's coming down. There you go.
Look at you. She's pretty.
Wow. All right, I got a different angle of you there, Kayla. Very nice.
Thank you.
I like the camera on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's good, right? It shows the downward slope.
Helps out a world of
That's
hurt.
good.
Kayla, so you're going to be at this Cheerleaders?
Yeah.
Every night?
I'm there every night this week.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is Cheerleaders? Where is it?
It's on Route 130 in Gloucester City.
All right, Kayla's getting all bummed at us. What's wrong, Kayla?
Nothing much. I mean...
What?
I don't know. I listen to you guys every day, and I was calling up, to give a shout out, everybody and everyone at Cheerleaders, and I got a lot of people that are going to vote for me, but, I mean...
Kayla, you know the show. We're just trying to have fun.
I know.
Don't take it personally. Let me see you again here.
Oh, I think I am. Well, there we go.
I think you're very hot.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Thank you.
Okay? There's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I used to pass by Cheerleaders on my way to peep shows.
Really?
Yeah, I know where that is.
There's one in Philly, too.
No, this is on Jersey.
There's nothing wrong with you compared to the other contestants.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See, that was nice, right?
Yeah.
All right. See, I made up for it.
Thank you.
All right, Kayla.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Would you knock it off? Jesus Christ, no one's going to come down.
Dude, I really think she's good looking.
I think she's very hot.
She is.
Yeah.
Nice eyes.
You're just mean-spirited. Making fun of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, Ben.
All right.
Well, the car chase is still going on.
Yeah, it's just...
What a shock.
God, we gave up.
Fox stinks. I think they just looped the same 30-second clip.
Knowing everyone's just going to keep watching. That's a good idea.
There's a lot of McDonald's on this chase.
It's like when Fred is running through his house on the Flintstones.
His really long living room.
The same couch, window, and painting of a mammoth goes by.
That always confused me as a kid. I'm like, well, the outside shot of the Flintstones house looks really small and tiny. But when they're inside and Fred's running from one side of the room to the other, it takes forever.
He's just running. Makes the sound when he runs.
I hated the Flintstones.
One of the greatest cartoons ever.
I hated it. I hate any cartoon with canned laughter.
That was great.
Oh, it drove me nuts. I hated
It's like a classic.
That cartoon was the best. There wasn't a better cartoon than the Flintstones.
That was a great...
Well, Bugs Bunny?
You got to give Bugs Bunny number one.
No, the old Warner Brothers.
Flintstones is
the
top
Roadrunner
5.
Being smashed in the face with an anvil? That was a lot funnier than Fat, Dumb Fred. I just never liked them. I'm not saying you can't like them.
But you got it. When you're a cartoon connoisseur, you realize, yes, the old Warner Brothers cartoons, there's no beating them. But they dropped the ball. By the time the Flintstones came out, which was the mid-'60s, the Warner Brothers cartoons had already dropped the ball, cut costs, the animation sucked. They went with stock music. If you watch the old ones, there was an orchestra that watched that goddamn cartoon, and every step they took, you'd hear that ding, 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 like a little thing going, a drum or whatever. The xylophone. They went with stock music and crappy animation. And the Flintstones were still doing some of the, writing the music for each scene and stuff like that. Very good cartoon. You just don't know.
I just always thought it was awful.
And it was a honeymooners thing.
That's why I kind of resented it.
Not a rip-off. It's an homage. It's an homage.
All right.
I don't like that word.
We're going to break again. The car chase is still happening.
I am Rock Quarry.
It's great. I also hated the Jetsons.
That I didn't like.
I thought that was so overrated.
Didn't like the Jetsons.
What was the dog's name? Astro. Oh, it's futuristic.
And I hated Scooby-Doo.
How do you... The fact that film made $56 million, Americans, you are retards.
Isn't that annoying?
What a disgrace.
And talk about bad animation. They'd have a matte picture and then just animate the mouth. So it's like you're just staring at a blank picture,
the original cartoon, right?
Yeah, the original cartoon. Yeah. And then, like, one of their mouths would just move.
Yeah.
Hey, Scooby, there he goes. How can you even enjoy watching something like that? What,
are they interviewing Christopher Reeve?
It looked like that's...
Yeah, but the Harlem Globetrotters one was good.
Oh, great.
When I ran into them in the swamp there.
Awful, bad stories.
Yeah, pesky kids.
Yeah.
I'd have gotten away with it, too.
And then one of the Harlem Globetrotters, he was, like, sitting on the alligator, but he didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got scared because the alligator, decided to roar or something.
Right.
Yeah.
How about the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon?
I didn't like
that. Was kind of a spin-off. They drove around in their van.
I liked them better when they were just guest stars on other cartoons.
And do you remember that a basketball court opened up on top of the van?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
And, like, from the long shot, it wouldn't be much bigger than the van. But when they were showing the shots from the floor, it was giant.
How did they do that?
How the hell did they do that?
Is that the Scooby-Doo one where Meadowlark Lemon took the ball and...
What is wrong with you today?
Ruby-Roo.
All right, Jim. Visual jokes don't work on the radio.
Works for us, though.
You should know that.
How we doing?
Okay. All right, Ed. When we get back, we got to talk about J-Lo. There's a sex tape out there. Starting to hear, we're hearing things.
This would be great.
I heard, someone told me Suge Knight had that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard a long time ago.
You don't talk bad about Suge, man. What did you just say about Suge?
Someone told me that Suge Knight had that tape.
Like I'm paranoid again.
Yeah, I am.
What did you just say about Suge?
That he's very handsome and tall. I would never. I would fillet him standing up. He's 6'8".
Chelsea Clinton drunk, Anthony. We got some comments about that. We got to call Lady Di today. See if she stays or goes.
The only place I want to see her is in front of this car, in front of this speeding car.
Hey, can we play the Tippy Tom thing? We're getting a lot of requests for that.
Who are you?
Our homeless faggot.
I didn't know that was the proper terminology these days.
He's a homeless faggot.
Homeless faggot.
I don't know if I've ever seen a gay homeless person.
He's classic. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say I love Tippy Tom.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a big limb. Homeless and he has AIDS. You're 0 for 2.
I have hepatitis C, not AIDS.
For 20 years.
AIDS can't kill ya.
That's what he said.
AIDS can't. Do we have more Tippy Tom sound bites? We're working on more? God, they're the best.
You don't die of AIDS.
That's what it is, yeah.
You don't like queers? Is that what you're saying?
All right, George Carlin, calm down.
I'm a faggot. I was a faggot from 2 years old.
That's why I'm calling him a faggot. If he's calling himself a faggot, I could call him a faggot.
I'm a faggot. I was a faggot from 2 years old.
Faggot. All right. Well, he's got an out-call service. We think.
This was my father. And you think I'm sexy. Come on, baby. Loving me, no.
Lonely?
You're damn right.
Looking for the time of your life?
Are you single?
Hygiene not an issue?
Hepatitis C, which I've had for 20 years.
Sit back, lube up, and dial Tippy Tom.
I'm a slut.
He's homeless, smells like a dumpster, and he's horny.
Can you lick my
For a bottle of Thunderbird, he's all yours.
I'm a human being. I want a...
Guys.
I'm a faggot. I was a faggot from 2 years old.
Girls.
I had girlfriends, too.
He's so drunk, he doesn't care.
All right, who's next?
Just name the place, and he'll be there.
Around behind a dumpster or something like that.
Call 1-900-SYPHILIS for the ride of your life.
I know how to shake my bed.
Not responsible for any diseases contracted as a result of sex with Tippy Tom.
Damn right.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony show. I gotta tell you, man, I hate the car chase show.
Yeah.
It always ends badly.
Well, last one was good, but this one sucked.
Back to car chase. This car chase ended just boring. Guy was on the L.A. freeways for, over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
He finally slowed down to nothing. Then he stopped. Then he showed his hands to the cops, saying, look, I don't have any weapons. Then the cops made him back up with his hands up in the air.
Walk backwards
like that for about 100 yards, and then he got on the ground, and they arrested him, and that was it. The end of that car chase.
Over.
Boring.
What a dull way to end a car chase.
One of the guys, though, asked a really good question. He goes, hey, has anyone ever got away with one of these car chases?
He said never. Because they have never gotten away with a car chase when it's been on TV like that with the helicopters.
Yeah, when you could have a helicopter just follow you wherever, how are you going to ever get away with a car chase?
Was that
in the old days before the helicopters and stuff, you might be able to make a couple quick moves and dodge the cops, but you can't, outrun helicopters and stuff.
Nope.
Huh?
What?
Enough gas to go to Paris, France. Yeah, no, that was horrible.
What's his name? Trace something?
What?
The reporter. It's a complete jizz bag. Trace something. It's the worst name I've ever heard.
Joe, what's going on?
How you doing, guys?
Okay.
The new Scooby-Doos, you got to see them. They're hilarious because they refer back to the old ones. Like the gang breaks up because it's always the same, because everybody's always wearing a mask in the end, and they go their separate ways. And then they'll be saying that Fred, they'll be talking about Fred, like, why does he always wear that ascot? It's got to be. It's got to smell terrible by now.
Oh, the new movie is making fun of the cartoon?
Yes, they refer back to all the old cartoons, how the plots were always the same, and they always wore the same clothes.
I see.
And you know what? That doesn't make it suck any less.
Now it's clever.
That's their idea of justifying the garbage they're putting out. Well, we can just show like we're hip and we're poking fun. It was no longer hip. You stink. You're running around with a talking dog. It's awful.
Scooby-Doo was a cartoon that you couldn't even... If you were over 10 years old, you weren't into it.
Dude, talking dogs are only funny if they're inspiring you to kill couples in New York.
If you got to sit and watch it with your kids, that's what...
David Berkowitz reference. Nice.
Nice.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Was the movie good?
Oh, not the movie. Not the movie, the live animation, the new animation movies they have. They have them it's really popular with the kids. I have kids. That's how I see them.
Oh, my God, Joe. Okay, thank you.
All right.
You got to think the movie stinks.
Yeah, that's
maybe we should see it and then form our opinion, but it just... No. The previews look just absolutely awful.
Not funny at all. Like, not entertaining to sit through. Yeah. I hated the Scooby-Doo character.
Oh, having the big Shaggy and the Scooby snack. You know what would be funny? If he was eating dog food next to a really old person, and she's like, my check didn't come in, and she was eating dog food, and then her heart stopped, and she cried.
Now that is funny.
That would be really funny. Or if Scooby had like a little, maybe a little girl, and Albert Fish showed up and said, I'm going to take her to a party.
Now that's an entertaining movie.
Here, where is she?
I don't know.
Scooby stink.
I like the Scooby-Doo. Hey, Jeff, what's up?
Opie and Anthony, it is an absolute pleasure to talk to you guys.
Whoa, hey, thank you.
And
Jeff.
Norton.
Very formal.
I'm calling from Seattle.
Yeah.
You guys supposedly were going to make your big debut last night. I just wondered if you had any idea why it didn't happen.
I don't know what's going on with Seattle because we gave you the big hello last night on the show. We were real happy. We said a lot of really nice things.
Hello, Seattle. Hello.
We basically kissed your asses really good last night, and then we're finding out today the show never ran in Seattle. So I don't know.
Yeah, we had to hear Lionel again last night.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're working out last-minute details or something.
Well, I hope I hear you 7 hours from now tonight.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye. Spread the word. O&A back in Seattle, we think.
Maybe they didn't bring the big chest full of gold doubloons to our agent to get us on there. The big chest of gold doubloons. Dominic.
Yeah. How's it going, guys?
All right. You saw Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty bad. You know, it was kind of funny, but I just didn't like the way they did it. And I don't know if I should give away the ending, but...
Who cares, dude?
Who cares?
Give it away. What could it possibly be?
I don't even. No, don't. Because
No, I gotta give it away because it's just terrible.
That the bad guy is Scrappy Doo.
Did they have a lot of funny drug references during the movie?
No drug references. But it was definitely Scrappy Doo. That was right.
Yeah, that was the end.
The guy wasn't a bad guy. I mean, how can he do that? That's terrible.
Was Scooby-Doo dead throughout the whole movie? And no one knew?
That'd be good.
No, actually, that was pretty good. The animation of Scooby was really, really good.
Oh, stop.
It wasn't good.
I'm telling you.
It wasn't
CGI,
good.
you can make anything now.
No, it wasn't good.
All right, you know what, guys? I'm going to step in here.
What's the matter?
Remember that stupid golf talk yesterday?
Yeah.
Let's stop with the Scooby-Doo talk.
We can put the two together and beat Scooby-Doo to death with a golf club. That would be interesting.
We got to know when to cut our losses on this show.
Yeah.
We went 20 minutes too long with the golf thing, and I think Scooby-Doo conversation really doesn't have enough oomph.
It's very into my cartoons. I get a little carried away.
Doesn't Shaggy doesn't he handcuff his daughter to the radiator and then beat Hedda? That would be an interesting Scooby-Doo.
Oh my God. That is funny.
They took Scrappy and buried him in an underground bunker in his backyard. Remember her?
Katie Beers.
Little Katie Beers.
That was a Katie Beers reference.
Little Katie Beers.
And Sal Iglinari or something like that.
Yeah, that guy.
He's out on parole, bro.
Did they get parole? Did he?
Last week or 2 weeks ago.
I know he was up for parole. Did he get out?
Oh, yeah.
How old is she?
Lunatic.
She's now like
9 or something like that.
She's now like 18 years old.
Oh, she's alive.
Yeah. They found her. He had set up an underground little...
I don't know if that story went national, or did it?
The name is very familiar. I've heard of her.
This guy...
Oh, yeah, this story was great.
This guy built a whole room behind a wall in his basement for Katie Beers.
Went into his basement, built this whole underground thing where it had a bed, TV. It was all soundproof. There was a camera so he could watch her. And there was also a camera upstairs that went to a monitor in the room. So little Katie could watch what he was doing.
Did he rape her? Or
No, not at all. He took her to a video game playing complex
on Long Island.
Out on Long Island, and then brought her back to his house and put her in this little bunker and said, "I don't know what happened to her. I brought her back home." And
he was a family friend too, right? Like
he
a neighbor or something.
He didn't sexually abuse her.
He would make her like wear things so he could look or stuff like that.
So there was a sexual thing to it.
Yeah. Obviously, but he didn't, go the distance or anything like that. But the thing is, the video monitor she would watch, there were a few times where the cops were over his house questioning him, and she could watch him talking to the cops, and she's banging on the door going, let me out, but he had soundproofed the whole thing. This is a sick story, man.
How long did he
Can you believe it? Huh?
Yeah, he had it like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was a while. But the guy made parole. He's out there again.
That's sick.
Isn't that amazing?
Drug dealers go to jail for 25 years, or God forbid you rob a bank, because we're so built in this country on property. If you rob a bank or steal someone's property, 25 years with a handgun.
Yeah.
You can kidnap a kid and get out and take disgrace.
I know.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, it don't make sense. That guy was. Remember when they finally put the cuffs on him? And you were just looking at him like, oh, God, before all the details came out about what he didn't do, thank God, you're just looking like,
disgusting predator.
Dave, what's going on?
Yeah, that guy's pretty smart. I like to change mine to the radiator.
Okay.
Anyway,
don't clear your throat after that. Just take your bombing like a man.
We all do that. Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
it might have been good, but I just did a chaining to the radiator reference, so it was kind of like redundant. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Angel Eyes. I'm not saying that.
All right, there it is, sweet cake.
It happens to all of us too. Hold on, because Jim brings up a good point. Happens to all of us. Us on the radio, you guys listening, where you want to go with a line and then you realize halfway through it that it sucks. But
you lose confidence.
But then, you lose confidence, and then you finish anyway really weakly. Like your voice drops off, and you're like, I'll just say it.
I'll bet that's what she was doing.
And then, to the radio, and then, okay, well, just saying. Go ahead, Dave.
Yo, I saw Scooby-Doo. It was like a rock concert, bro. We were yelling, your side sucks and everything. I just want to tell you. It was like a rock concert, bro.
Dave comes back strong.
Thank you.
All right.
He has a reference from yesterday's show.
Very nice.
Very good.
That's why you got to listen to all 4 hours of the show, because we'll pick up something from yesterday and play with it today. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sort of?
I don't need to see Scooby-Doo.
Esposito was the guy that locked up Beers?
I thought it was... Who was Sal?
Oh, no, wasn't there the stepmother? Like, she had been given up by her original mother. The kid's story was just a horror.
But now she's got a good life, and I hear she's in college or something, or going to college. Paul, what's up?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
All right.
Yeah, Sal Anglari is eligible for parole July 1st. The hearing they had 2 weeks ago out in Riverhead was for, basically they were going to say what level of a kid toucher he was, who got to know about it, if that he had to go door to door and say, I live in your neighborhood now, or if the police were to put him on whatever kind of list. And he didn't have Katie Beers. That guy's name was Esposito or something. He's still in jail. He's not eligible for parole for a couple more years.
Oh. So who's this other guy?
Sal Anglari, he abused her. He's they were a friend of the family.
Yeah.
And the woman was taking care of Katie Beers for Katie's mother.
Oh, yeah, Sal was watching Katie Beers, and then...
Right, he was abusing her.
He was abusing her.
The other guy was...
And then he passed... That's right, now I know the story. Then Sal passed Katie Beers onto this other scumbag who put her in that basement thing.
Right, and it's real nice, because his fat, one-legged wife is living in Uniondale in some assisted living place, and now... he's probably going to go move in there with her. So,
how are these people, for all you stupid liberals out there that are against the death penalty, how are these two animals not just lined up and shot against a wall?
Mm-hmm.
How do you not just put a bullet in their heads and save the taxpayers' money?
Here's the story.
Scumbags.
December 28th, 92 to January 13th, 93. Katie Beers held captive by John Esposito in a secret underground bunker in Bayshore, Long Island. On the second day of her captivity, Katie celebrated her 10th birthday. That's horrid.
Waiting for that story to read Jim Norton.
No, I'm not.
They never made a movie out of that?
I'm a pervert with adults.
They never made a movie out of that?
No, I don't think so.
That would make a good movie.
Yeah,
right,
I mean, how many comedies can you see?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
They should make a sitcom out of it. At least it would finally be interesting to have a kid doing something besides making snappy remarks. That I wouldn't mind watching.
A little canned laughter when he slams that door on her.
Yeah. This week on Where's My Kid? This is the thing.
This week on Touched by an Uncle. Sorry. I felt I had some confidence in that.
That's all right. You did. You belted it right out.
Thank you.
Is it true that the Scooby-Doo plot where they're actually looking for a guy with glasses who killed his family, and then FBI computer work makes him look like he's 20 years older?
Now you're really getting a little thin with the references.
You're right, I am. I was just curious.
Clear your throat.
John List. John List.
I was going to say it was a John List reference.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. All right, why don't we break it? Hey, you know what? Our FU line has kind of died down a little bit, I must say.
The Blow Me line?
No, the FU line.
They play for 40 minutes? Boy, that's interesting.
The original, the FU line.
Right.
It's kind of died down. People got a little silly with the whole damn thing.
Silly.
It's a nice feature for you guys if someone has pissed you off out there.
Great way to vent.
Huh?
How'd they get silly with it?
They're just getting a little goofy.
Let's keep the madcap out of it, folks.
So we got the FU line. It's 212-830-3785. I think the number's up on opieandanthony.com as well, okay? And you can curse people out and stuff. So let's go to the FU line and see what's going on today.
Thanks for calling, and here's the Opie and Anthony FU line.
Hey, it's a big you to Lady Di. Lady Di, you suck, you stink, get the off the show.
Next message.
I want to send a big you to all these stupid Bennies who come down to New Jersey and make my drive home like 3 hours longer than it has to be. You realize it's going to rain all weekend? Go home!
Next message.
Yo, what's up? This is Anthony. I want to give a big you to the son of a bitch who scraped my car in the parking lot. They ripped up my bumper. They didn't leave a note in the car. They drove away. You know, you dishonest piece of I hope someone in your family dies soon, and on the way to the funeral, you get killed. You piece of rotten hell, die of AIDS. You.
Next message.
There's a big F-U to Lady Di and her big empty head. She needs to be flinched like a dead beached whale and thrown to the curb. She's a mess, and she makes Stalker Patty look halfway decent. Should shave her head and throw her on the beach.
Next message.
Yeah, this you goes out to my friend Nick. How many times have you sat here and drank like this before, Nick? Oh, that's never because you're a f***ing lightweight. Thanks for puking in my car. Thanks for not coming over to help me clean up the f***ing mess. You goddamn f***ing pig. Go f*** yourself.
End of messages.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Time to regroup, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the New York area, give us a call, 877-692-1027. Outside of New York City, including Philly. We mentioned this earlier. Philly giving us great ratings once again. It's a little ratings trend that came out today, Anthony. And wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Thanks, Philly.
By the way, if you're right.
Oh, that number, 866-2774-WOW. Outside of New York. Yes?
Just wanted to say, if you're in the market for a cell phone, go with anyone but Sprint. They stink. Pick up an orange cone and talk through it.
What is wrong with Sprint?
Everywhere I go, call not completed, network busy, or analog roam. I'm in my house today on the phone.
All right, wait a minute. All right, time out. You have analog still?
You know, I have analog roam in case I can't get digital because it's so unreliable in certain places. Don't think I do the road.
I have a lot of friends with the Sprint, and I'm thinking about changing to Sprint.
Sprint blows.
People love the Sprint. Ben loves the Sprint.
No, he doesn't. It stinks.
Sprint sucks. AT&T is good.
Yeah,
my friend Decker has Sprint. It sucks. His phone never works.
I have a phone that just decides not to ring.
Dude, mine does that all the time.
And then all of a sudden I look at my phone, I'm like, 5 messages, and it's been in my pocket with the vibrator thing on.
The second I hear a ring, it's too late. I hit it and go, what happened? One ring.
I'm on the phone today getting my stupid computer trying to fix this goddamn T1 line, and I'm on the phone in my apartment. And the next thing it goes, signal faded, that little noise when the call gets dropped. And I've actually bitten my phone. If you work for Sprint, you're working for a horrible company with horrible technology.
He bites his phone.
Go with anyone but them. They're terrible.
Jim was telling us before the show that he was thinking about jumping out his building today.
You don't know. You don't understand the depression I have been in. Since I quit smoking, I'm a fat pig.
No, you're not. You got the same awful body from 1993.
I was sitting there because my goddamn TiVo wasn't loading properly. And of course...
Look at technology just screwing you over.
Of course, little fat Jimmy can't figure it out. That's what I'm thinking. Of course. Little fat stupid boy can't figure it out.
What was wrong with your TiVo?
It's not downloading properly. It's nothing wrong with it. I don't know.
But you don't watch
connection.
TV.
So I've been watching Taxi and the Osbournes. Of course
I do.
And then
what's wrong with your computer?
The goddamn connection is not working.
His TiVo, his computer, his phone?
And nothing is working for me. And I literally was in my underwear, and I had a second where I'm looking at my window, and I'm standing in my living room, and I'm like, throw your fat, worthless body through it. 22nd floor, I should have plunged.
Did you hear yourself say it?
No, but you do not understand what goes on in my apartment.
I would love to see you run full speed into your window just to crash off the window and bounce back into your living room.
You don't understand the way I think in my apartment.
Really?
I really had a moment where I'm like, all right, throw yourself through it.
You know what?
Fat nothing.
God. And he wants to live higher than he is now. Why don't we bring you down to about the second story?
Do you understand what I'm talking about? Just the rage of being so goddamn impotent when it comes to anything that a man should be able to do. Like God forbid, I should look at a problem and go, hey, all right, and have a little solution. It's always a mishap and pinch the fat and call a real man to come over and fix it.
You just explained 3 things that wasn't your fault.
People don't understand. Yeah, but you understand.
Your phone's not your fault. The TiVo's not your fault, and the computer thing is not your fault. It's not like your car broke down and you can't figure out how to fix it, or like your faucet's leaking and you can't figure out how to fix it. These are 3 things that just happen to happen.
You don't understand.
Not the computer thing.
People think that I write this material in my act and like, oh, he just wants to be angry. It's not based on that. You don't. I really literally looked at myself without a shirt, and I couldn't fix the goddamn TiVo, and I'm like, do it. Just do it. Just jump. And I was a quick thought. I'm not drunk or anything.
Yeah.
It was just a sound of that shattering glass.
Did you picture it?
Dude, I really did. I really, honest to God, did. Just my fat torso going through a window and serving me right.
If I had a body as awful as yours, I would never walk around without a T-shirt on.
I do it to make myself mad. Look at my little appendectomy scar and my meat.
I would never walk around my place without a shirt on.
Jesus, man.
Well, there's no one there. Believe me, you ought to see if I bring a girl home. The lights have to be dim so my fat B-cups can't be seen. I should be milked into a bucket and then beaten with a belt until I do a sit-up across my fat white stomach. Little fat belly. Little fat, pale fish belly. Who can't fix anything. Bob Kelly's my friend. He's a comic, and I have to constantly call another man. Hey, Bob, could you look at my thing?
Really?
My computer. I don't.
I understand.
Right. That'll be isolated.
Now you've been decorating a lot and putting things in your house. Do you have to have people like hang things on the walls and stuff?
I haven't hung anything yet except my signed Sabbath poster, who I love, YSP, forgive me, thank you. I have to, but yes, of course I'm going to have to. Of course a man will have to come over because it's drywall in an apartment building, and I know that I can never make the judgment or find the studs in the wall, and I'll hang something and it will fall.
Look at how angry he gets at himself. Don't worry.
Hold on. They dumped out of that.
And they should have. That's my fault.
Jim, you know what it is, though?
I'm with you on that one, Schwenner boy.
You go to a hardware store, and you pick up all the stuff you need to hang the stuff with properly so it doesn't fall.
Yes, then I call Anthony and I say, look, you're a man. Could you help me? I can pay for it. That's what I can be. I can go fetch at the store, and I'm not even kidding, man. I'm really bad with this stuff. And it's been proven to me for 33 years that every time little Jimmy Norton tries something like that, he's going to F it up. Every time. It's not once in a while. It's not like, I'm batting 250 or 300. I am batting 0 when it comes to just doing things like that. I hate myself with stuff like that.
Wow.
I can't even work my mini disc recorder. I've been bringing it on to the cellar, and there's like little problems, like little things that anyone can work out.
Yeah.
And I'm in front of the audience one night, and I'm losing my mind. And I'm not trying to be funny with them.
Oh, no.
And I'm not putting on the wacky self-hate. I'm like, you people have no idea. If I could blow my brains out in front of you right now, I would. And of course they didn't laugh, because I wasn't kidding.
Pinch your fat.
No, I have to have... You understand? It's those moments, man. I really can't ever own a shotgun. I can't do it.
Really?
No, never.
You might actually,
No, I would. In a moment, and it would be something stupid. It would be a girl I was supposed to see, I couldn't see, and then the TiVo didn't work, and there goes the brains all over the
It just takes two things.
Oh, it's disgraceful.
Any combination of two things will put you over the edge.
No, it drives me crazy. It's such a quality of myself that I am so effing inept. And I am never going to... I'm a funny guy. That's the only reason I ever get laid. Believe me, without being funny, I'm a 2.5. I'm a 4 with humor.
But you know what it is? You're a clever guy, and you're not stupid.
No, but not where it counts, dude. I can do Godfather quotes, but can I fix TiVo? No.
He just spilled his coffee, too. Look at him. Look at his face. And then he goes to point at the imaginary TiVo.
Yeah, I go to point, and I can't act either, because I don't know where anything in my scene is.
He goes to point at the imaginary TiVo that he can't fix, and he knocks his coffee.
There you go. There's the real man. There's the real man helping the little
Rick is helping
boy. There you go, little fat bosoms. We'll clean up after you.
God, you're killing me. My throat is killing me from laughing at you.
Oh, maybe the hot chick could come in and go get me some more coffee. That'd be nice.
From Starbucks, a place you hate.
No, you know what? I don't like Starbucks, but I love their iced coffee. They're disgusting to pull that ad thing if they were mocking 9/11, man.
That is, I think it's obvious that they had some kind of a tie-in. If the genius thought it was going to be subliminal, he's an idiot.
That was in the paper. Where is that again?
It's in the...
They pull the ad?
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, they would have had to. It's two twin teas.
Yeah, like
twin teas.
Yeah.
It's big cups of tea.
No,
some type of...
a Starbucks ad campaign has ground to a halt after concerns that its posters, including one displayed near Ground Zero, callously mimicked the September 11th tragedy. The Tempest in a Teapot revolved around 3,000 window displays touting summer tea brews by depicting two twin cups of the concoction standing side by side in tall, squared-off blades of grass with dragonflies dive-bombing into one of them. The words "collapse into cool" are printed above the image. Starbucks has now yanked the posters, and none too soon.
See, the thing is, the squared-off blades of grass,
like buildings.
They look like buildings. It's not squared-off blades of grass. They look like a city skyline.
Yeah.
And then these two huge
dragonflies
cups twin cups.
And then the dragonflies dive bombing into it,
and then collapse into coal.
And then one of these posters was directly across from Ground Zero.
Yeah.
What scumbags in this company? What scumbags?
That should be, people...
You need money that bad? Starbucks.
Who thought that up, and does he still have a job? You know what I mean? That's something, what head rolled for that one? That is horrific.
And they got what they wanted. They got everyone talking about Starbucks today.
Nah, but nobody's talking about it in a way that's going to go, let me go out and try that. People are going, you know what, they should be burned. No one is talking about that. Like, that's bad. There is such a thing as bad press. And that's
you know what you should do? Go in, get 2 of them, and throw them right at the window of the place. Just throw them at the front window of Starbucks. Yeah, then let it run down so the goddamn mutant that owns the place has to go out and clean it.
Complete scumbag.
Throw it in the door. Throw it at the person. It's amazing.
And then there was a strip club using a couple of images, too.
Well, that I stand behind.
Yes. It's all about freedom, Opie. It's a matter of comic.
We have to all kind of get back to some normalcy, as they said. Now, this, I don't know what they were trying to do with this one. This strip club, upstate New York. Huge sign. Really big sign. Split into 3 sections. The middle section had the name of the club, exotic dancers, the address. Then flanked on either side.
I didn't get the advertising.
I didn't either. But I don't think it had nothing to do. They weren't trying to do a tie-in. I think the owner of the place had 3 big panels on a billboard type thing, used the middle one for his place, and then wanted to show that, he stands behind the firemen and, the heroes and what else, and put a picture of the raising of that American flag.
An upstate strip club is using a famous flag-raising image from September 11th to promote itself, drawing heated criticism from victims' families, emergency workers, and area residents. A billboard for the Blue Moon Lounge in Newburgh, 60 miles north of New York City, shows 3 patriotic firefighters raising the flag in the rubble at Ground Zero following the terror attacks, as well as 6 Marines raising the flag at Iwo Jima. In between the 2 legendary pictures is information about the strip club, including boasts of exotic dancers and the availability of adult toys and lingerie. This is blasphemous to use 2 of the most noble images in the history of our country to promote such a tawdry industry.
I don't see it as promoting it. They're not.
Yeah,
see, this one I don't have a problem with. It seems to me like the owner is a patriotic guy, probably, wanted to show that he supports America, and he put the pictures up. It's not like, come on in and see the Twin Towers on the bimbo we have. And he's not trying to do a tie-in or anything like that.
I don't understand what he's trying to do.
I think it's just some dopey strip club owner guy going, hey, I'm going to be patriotic. I got some room on the sign.
I think
I'm going to put the pictures up.
A bit tasteless to put together, but I don't think it's like what Starbucks did is vile.
Yeah.
Like you attempting at being clever.
Scumbags.
Dirtbags. You Seattle scumbags.
Oh, we should say...
this guy's just... stupid.
Yeah, this is just like a little tasteless, but
going back to Starbucks, Andrew reminded us of something here. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, boys. Yeah, remember right after 9/11, they sent a bill down to the workers at Ground Zero for like $5,000, $10,000.
Oh, for the water.
For the water.
They also, I will say in fairness to them, though, as disgraceful a companies they are, they did donate like $1 million, I think.
They had to save face.
After the heat was on.
Right.
Stop it.
All right. I don't care why. They gave the money up.
All right.
I hate that creepy little whore on every... well, who is she? That little Starbucks girl with the little things around her? It's awful. Their insignia stinks. That should be Sprint's insignia because it sucks. It's incompetent. And you'll get farther talking through a cup of Starbucks coffee than you will a Sprint phone. You know what it is? I know I bitch a lot about products. I'm so sick of bad products affecting my life and incompetent. I've had a lot of great experiences, too. But I'm so sick of bad customer service and bad products, and that's why I snivel about it.
Look, some
and the
people...
tip jar at Starbucks... I'm sorry to interrupt you. That tip jar at Starbucks, I throw up into every time I see it. I tip waitresses. I'm 20% every time. But you know why? Because they look at you and they never say thank you. I've never had a Starbucks employee when I drop a bucket and go, hey, thanks, man. That's all I ask. Just be courteous. I'm throwing you $1. Nothing. Like it's expected. All you did was fetch me coffee. Now go and fetch someone else coffee because you're not getting my dollar anymore.
But some of those coffee drinks are kind of hard to make. They're kind of complicated.
And that's why I throw a buck in.
You got to get the milk just right, the
Absolutely.
right temperature. They got the little thing they put in the milk thing.
And I'll be damned if it isn't tasty. So I throw a buck in. But you know what? If you're not going to thank me, then I'm not tipping you.
And they have the flavored things where they just and they have to know exactly how much to put in there, and then they mix it all up for you nice.
All right, your point is taken. All right, I'm not saying that it's cloning or it's age research, but I mean, it is still nice that they're making me a good, nice cup of icy beverage, so I throw $1 in, but no more, because they don't thank me. Start being courteous.
Oh, Bing.
Despise rudeness.
Yes, Anthony.
People are saying that we're being tools.
Why?
And other people are being tools about this whole thing.
No.
It's you guys are tools, absolute tools.
Why?
You see what you want to see in that ad.
And what
ad? Being a bunch of pussies.
And
the
ad?
Starbucks thing.
That is blatantly obvious.
And it says, look at the Starbucks ad closely. There's somebody else. The grass, it's a bunch of Starbucks green straws. Has it gotten to the point where we feel that if any depiction of two similar side-by-side objects... No. Hey, douchebag, this is obviously somebody had a smart idea.
I bet you that guy isn't from New York because New Yorkers see that image for what it's meant to be.
Yeah, he's from Jersey.
A depiction of the whole Twin Tower thing. Because, like you said, aerial views of that whole downtown area could look like blades of grass and stuff, the buildings, the individual buildings.
Don't be an idiot.
And, dude, I'm not... you know what? This is what this guy just did. And this is why I'm glad this idiot just wrote in. That's exactly the arrogant, smug, technically correct line that Starbucks is going to give when everybody knows what they're trying to say. And I'm a big believer in freedom of speech, but use common sense. That's just gross.
Oh, they have the freedom to put this up, but then everybody has the freedom to call them a bunch of scumbags.
That's obvious what that is, man.
No,
if you do a joke about something, that's one thing. But when you're advertising across the whole country and you're trying to make yourself an extra $50 million, you're a gross pig company.
Yeah. Look, collapse into cool.
And that arrogant, stupid argument about, well, you're just going to see what you want to see, that's the exact same type of arrogant, smug jackass that did the ad.
How can you see it any other way? It says collapse into cool. That's their new slogan?
Yeah, where did that come from? What does that mean?
How do you collapse into cool?
Collapse into cool.
And why did they pull it if it wasn't subliminal?
I've had a lot of ice drinks in my lifetime. I have never felt like I was collapsing into cool.
Collapse into cool.
What a disgrace.
With our big twin T's.
The same faggoty city that canceled their New Year's Eve celebration a couple of years ago because they were afraid. New York didn't cancel. Well, they might blow up the needle.
Don't take it out on Seattle.
Starbucks is based in Seattle.
Yeah.
Don't take it out on them.
Why? We're not on. I'll be nice as soon as we are.
We're on tonight.
Big deal. Good. Drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
All right. I threw coffee at the window once. I don't recommend it.
We don't know what's going to happen.
What is Steve, a faggot? Hey, Steve, what happened when you threw the coffee at the window?
Well, I pulled up to Dunkin' Donuts, and first of all, I got to pay close to $2 friggin' to get a cup of coffee, and the immigrants can never get it right. So I asked this guy for a cup of coffee, extra milk, 2 sugars. He does like 3/4 of a cup of cream. So I asked him nicely again to do it, and the second time he does it exactly the same way. So at the drive-in, I wrung the whole cup of coffee right back at the guy.
Yeah.
And needless to say, I'm not allowed back there now.
Well, of course you're not.
What a great story.
The beauty of you is that you tried to go back.
All right, fellas, the show is losing already today. I thought I could help, but obviously...
now blame it on us.
Don't blame it on us,
Shut up.
Steve.
Don't blame the show because
all right, I'm a tool.
Take your beating like a man.
What does wrong mean?
Don't pass the buck, you dick.
Don't blame the rape victim, sir.
Really?
All right, fellas.
Look at him.
Take it easy.
You gotta be brave and take your beating if you bomb on this show.
I wung the coffee. What does wung mean, stupid?
He was ready to say we were asking for his comments.
Yeah.
You guys were asking for it. You know it.
Wow.
Please. I've thrown stuff at, remember the old Jack in the Box? Remember Jack in the Box restaurants late at night? Restaurant.
Oh, you mean as a restaurant?
Slime hole. And you'd get through the drive-thru, and if you didn't like something...
Wait a minute. Growing up on Long Island, you didn't know any better. Those were restaurants for us.
Oh, yeah, with the breakfast Jack. What the hell was on that?
I went to the Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant.
The taco that looked like it was filled with baby crap.
The Burger King restaurant and the Jack in the Box restaurant.
Restaurant?
Oh, yeah.
Jack in the Box restaurant.
Jack in the Box. Great thing to do when a gal is sleeping.
And we were always throwing stuff at those windows. One thing that pissed me off, though, and I wound up throwing my hot chocolate at the window of a deli around here. I never understood this one, and somebody ought to do something about this, and it still happens every so often. You go in, you get a hot chocolate, a coffee, or whatever, and there's some stupid guinea behind the counter that's wearing cologne. He's got his chains. He whipped the cologne all over. I've only seen Italian guys do this.
You're a guinea, though, Ant.
I don't care. I'm an American. I don't care. You guys like splashing the cologne on, and then you know what they do? They fill up the hot chocolate. They take the lid, push it down with the cologne still on their friggin' hand. So now every time you go to take a sip of the hot chocolate, the cologne is right up to your nose. I went in, I got a new one. The guy on purpose wiped even more cologne on the lid. Like, yeah, sure, that stupid son of a bitch. So I opened the door up and threw the hot chocolate. I don't know what happened then. I ran so fast because it was much bigger than me. But I laughed as I drove away in my car that was running with the door open.
And you closed
like
the door
a grenade.
Half your hair was sticking out.
True.
Like a zipper that went up too fast.
All right. It's snack time, so we're going to take a break.
Snack time?
Yeah.
What do you got? You got your yogurt and your nana?
Hey, can somebody lay down a little rug and give him some milk so we can lay down on it?
Your mat?
A little mat, yes.
A little nap mat?
A little banana.
Hey, we all have our problems. My blood sugar level drops around this time every day.
But just the fact that you have a healthy treat in each hand and which one to start with, who knows?
Well, I'm not pinching my fat gut.
No, you're right. You are in better shape than me, all right? That's point made.
It's called having a little discipline in your life.
I like it, too, if it's yellow.
A little
waka waka.
Having a little gumption.
Here, I don't have 1 ounce of stick-to-itiveness. Little weak-willed nothing.
He will pinch his gut and pinch his fat. Look at him. But next time he's out with all of us, man, you're ordering all the desserts and everything.
No, dude, I don't eat that.
You eat like a pig.
No, you're wrong.
What is it that puts a couple of pounds on Jimmy Norton?
First of all, I have the metabolism of a glacier. I don't.
God damn! All right, that's good.
I don't eat that much. I mean, I eat actually at home a healthy choice, like lower fat foods. I probably should be in a lot worse shape than I am. But what's been depressing me lately is that when I put my pants on, just the fact that my meat is like hanging over a little bit.
It's starting to like hang over.
A little bit, like where I can run my fingers under it and feel like a little a ridge.
Yeah.
Of fat. And
a ridge.
That's why I want to grab it with pliers and just twist it. I bit myself last night. I was so angry.
Let me see the teeth, Mark.
You can't, but they were bad. I almost took. If I would have kept going, I would have taken a piece of flesh.
I can totally relate to that. I used to punch walls, and it used to make me feel really much better, right?
Yes.
After you do it, you're so happy, even though like you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
You feel better because you're.
I used to punch brick walls. And then the pain in my hand would be excruciating. I broke a couple knuckles.
I do,
but I would feel so much better.
The wall's got to give a little. You need like wood or...
No. It's all about hurting yourself.
Yeah, it's all about just that feeling because you're so worthless and you know it. And you ever look in the mirror and just, honestly, have you ever looked in the mirror just at your face and said, you are garbage? Wow. You ever do that? Make eye contact in the mirror with yourself and just let yourself know the real truth?
I believe when anyone looks in the mirror and assesses themselves, there are certain pros and cons you sort through. I don't think the whole thing of just looking in there and saying that you're despicable is something that's common.
Yeah, well, maybe if you had little lips like a bird's vag, maybe then you'd want to look in the mirror and say that.
I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying that everybody, you have your pros and cons.
Why don't you have self-esteem, Jimmy Norton?
I do have some self-esteem about certain things. I'm accurate about certain things. I'm a funny person. I'm not dumb. By the way, I don't ever fish for compliments. Gee, I'm ugly. Wink. No. I'm not, believe me, never. And there's nothing worse than some jackass misinterpreting that. Like, right. Oh, I guess. No, stupid. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm just being honest about that little part that thinks that way. I don't know why, to be honest with you. Who knows? Maybe it was a stranger, a transient with a little finger. I don't know why. What happens when you're young that causes you to think this way?
Little finger.
Who knows? Maybe some stranger walking through and, look at him. Plump, white, round, and alone. I'd love to be able to tell you why. I don't know.
Have fun looking in the mirror the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know. You'll be lying on your stomach for a week crying and pretending it's just comfortable that way.
You know, I know this is like wacky radio territory, but we should get some hypnosis for you live on the show, man.
Absolutely.
Something would pop out. Something is going to pop out.
He wouldn't get hit. No, I would never do it. I wouldn't allow it on the air. Too weird. Something weird might pop out.
That would be great radio, though, man. We'd be just all uncomfortable as you're admitting all these crazy things.
No, they're actually not more crazy than most people think. I mean, I've never committed a murder or a rape. It's nothing more bizarre than most people. I just got the little voice from me is loud. And I listen to it a lot. Everyone has it.
Have you ever gone to a therapist?
Yeah. Of course. Yes, and I despise most of them. My last one, I really hope he lost his leg in some type of an auto injury. This will be good for your self-esteem. He fell asleep once while I was talking.
Oh, my God. Your little life wasn't interesting enough for him.
And I actually believe that should have sent me into a knife plunge. Yeah. But I fault him because he was awful. Because you'd go in there and he would just sit there like a plant and look at you and wait for you to talk. Don't use psychology on me, you boring jerk-off. Help!
He actually screamed for help.
Oh, he was the worst. I'll never forget he fell asleep.
Oh.
And I was asking him one time, we were just talking, I'm trying to be like a guy with him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you live in New York or New Jersey? I wasn't asking where. He said, well, I don't think you need to know that. All right, I'm going to stalk you bearded zilch. It just annoyed me.
Maybe he thought that it should be psychiatrist, patient relationship.
It was. We're both people, and he was such a dull zero. I had nothing to say to him.
Yeah.
So, what do I talk about this week while you stare at me?
Fall asleep.
Exactly, yeah, he just dozed off.
Do you remember what you were telling him?
No, I really don't. I mean, I'm a bore. I acknowledge that. It's probably could have happened to any man.
Hey, guys.
Were you talking in this voice?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
We'll get that tape. Hey, guys, I'm really starting to shake. Can we break?
That's right. Your little blood sugar's dropping?
Like you wouldn't believe, man.
You should see him. He's already stirring the yogurt, getting all ready.
No, look. It's already stirred.
Oh, yeah. What kind of yogurt do you have?
Light and fit.
Ooh. What flavor?
Lemon chiffon.
Does that come with a yam bag to plop in your mouth when you're done? That stinks.
Chiffon.
A lemon chiffon with a pair of pumps and some nice drapes.
It's Dannon.
I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Lemon chiffon should shoot out of a helmet-shaped object all over your back and face.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. What could have happened since the commercial break? I thought you'd come in all happy because you...
AOL will not send my mail. I swear to God, I'm getting an error thing as I'm trying to reply to mail.
You are a mess.
Yeah, by the way, all the people, and I love you guys for trying my mailing list. The reason you haven't gotten anything is because scumbag C-word AOL, who is so effing greedy, won't allow you to send out X amount of emails, so I need somebody to build me a proper mailing page. So that's why I haven't sent it out to you, because of scumbag AOL.
Well, they don't want people spamming.
I'm not going to spam. They just want you to pay for it if you're using it for business, those douches. They stink.
You do know that if you've been on...
What'd you say? Piazza's hot.
Yeah, in the New York paper, there's a picture of Mike Piazza without his shirt on, with a bat over his shoulder.
You know, this is ridiculous, because he was just saying, I'm not gay. This picture, it would be less gay if the bat was in his A. It's the gayest picture ever.
I think he's also capitalizing on the tragedy, because they said his mule was 9 inches by 11.
Jesus. Who put the heart with the arrow through it men tattoo on his arm?
Gee, who do you think?
Rick?
Yeah.
Julie, what's up?
Hey, guys, I just wanted to tell Norton that he's inspired me.
Why?
Because a couple months ago I heard him go on one of those, basically saying about how bad he felt about himself.
Yeah.
And because of his weight and whatnot. And I really identified with him because I'm very overweight myself. And so far I've lost 40 pounds.
Oh, 40 or 20?
40.
Oh, congratulations.
What big a gal are you?
Yeah, I was up there. I have about another 60 to go.
What are you down to, Julie?
I'm 218 today.
Wow.
So, but I mean, I know it's still really a lot, but I just, it really sucks to be overweight, and I really feel for Norton. I don't want it to do anything bad to himself because he's inspiring people out there.
No, you know what it is? It's not. Here's the thing. It's not that I'm necessarily overweight. I probably weigh 155, 150.
That's nothing. I want to be that.
It's not a matter of weight. It's a matter of the actual, if you take 150 pounds of anything, there are certain ways to make it look good and certain ways to make it look completely uneffable. And in my case, it is just a big mass shoved together. It's not the weight. I never complain about the weight. It's just my belly and my breasts, and they're soft. And what's the word? Ectomorphic? I think that's what I is.
What?
That's what I is.
What is
I
that?
think that's what I is.
What is it?
Ectomorphic.
Yeah, what does that mean?
It just means I think it's a very low muscle tone. I think I'm an ectomorph. Is
Yeah,
the
the
word.
muscle tone of a veal. Have you ever worked down your whole life?
Yeah, dude, you don't understand, man. My buddy Rush, who's in really good shape, told me I think I was an ectomorph.
Ectomorph.
I don't know. It's just disgraceful. I have a deep belly button. By the way, who takes a dump in my belly button when I fall asleep if it smells this bad? There's no reason for a belly button to reek like mine does.
You gotta wash it out a little bit.
I do.
Sweat.
A plunger, maybe. This is really awful.
You take a little washcloth to
It's
it.
deep and it smells like ass. Nice.
All right, Julie. Congrats on the losing of the weight there, I guess.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Little chubby gal.
Julie's mom is on the phone.
Really?
Yes. Davida.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to say I'm really proud of Julie for losing all that weight. That fat, sea-sucking, mule guzzling bitch can't get rid of the oh, man, I'm effing up a funny life. Damn, I suck. She can't get rid of all the juice that she's drinking from the man seed, and that's why she gains. Oh, my God, I suck. Nothing I say is funny. Can I go with a different angle? I've had this one planned for a while. Ready?
Yeah.
So I know you're not supposed to talk about her anymore, but I ran into Laura Orban at the softball game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, Laura. She's like, hi. I'm like, so, Laura, how do you spell your last name? She's like, O-R-B-A-N. I'm like, what does that stand for, Laura? Look at me coming back strong, baby.
All right, hold on, Davida.
Jesus, man.
Steven, what's going on? Steven?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, how you doing, guys? I'm a clinical hypnotherapist.
A what?
I'm a clinical hypnotherapist.
Snake oil salesman.
Clinical hypnotherapist?
I can answer any questions, and I would be glad to do clinical hypnotherapy on him. I'm not a stage hypnotist, mind you.
Yeah, I don't think Jim's going to fall for it.
No,
it's not a matter of falling. I want you guys to know that you can't. He's afraid he's going to dump something that he wouldn't want to. You will never. You can't. I can't go to OJ, for instance, and say, hey, how come you murdered those two people? If you believe that you didn't, or if you don't want to tell, you can't be made to say something that you wouldn't. You can't. All those things you see on stage. There's a lot of different things that they do for stage hypnosis, but you can't be made to do something or say something that you normally wouldn't.
Steven.
So if he,
that's boring. I got to ask you something.
No, he raises a good point, but I'm not worried about that.
No, Steven, no one knows your last name. I want to ask you something, okay?
Yes, go ahead.
What is the craziest thing you've heard from one of your patients under hypnosis?
Craziest thing? That's a really good question. See, normally these things, call an initializing incident. We usually the problem that somebody finds today is going back to the age of 4 or 5 or 10 years old.
Yeah.
But the incidents are not usually crazy. Because to a child...
What's the wildest thing? I mean, what is where somebody said something and you were kind of shocked?
Like where you might have went, holy Toledo.
Well, I don't think that I've had a case that I could tell you about that was so unusual. It's so basic sometimes. It's just really...
You got nothing.
I liked him.
I was working with him, too.
Felt like a pilot of that plane where the wings just ripped off. Nothing.
I was escorting him to the interesting room, and he didn't want to follow me. We were going down the hall. And he decided to take her right into the boredom room.
No, you're passing the door. It's right here. I'm
showing you the door.
Oh,
Follow me. You don't want to go over there.
It's the interesting room.
He went right into the boredom room. Anthony, earlier in the show, we hooked up with Dallas today.
Yeah.
Pugs and Kelly show. And they were ranting and raving that they had a contestant for the WOW contest.
Uh-huh.
Her pictures are up on opieandanthony.com. And I have one word to say.
Oh.
Bravo.
Katana.
Bravo.
Katana.
We're starting to get some talent in this contest. We have a finalist, I do believe. Go to opieandanthony.com. We're hoping more ladies show up to qualify for the WOW contest. This is one of our biggest contests of the year, believe it or not. And so far, it's hurting a little bit.
It's been a little lackluster.
No women showing up today again here in New York. Mm-hmm. New York letting us down again.
Thanks, ladies. $5,000 up for grabs.
$5,000 up for grabs, courtesy of RisqueVideo.com. Plus, you get a little stardom. Yeah. You get stardom, and, it's a good thing. You get bragging rights until next year. But the latest contestant from Dallas, yes, representing Dallas nicely, definitely.
Good job.
So go to opieandanthony.com to see the contestants and, for the rules and stuff, okay? But basically, you just show up at the station we're broadcasting on. They take your pictures, they send them off to us, we put them up on opieandanthony.com, and eventually the listeners vote for their favorite wow, Ant.
Right.
And then we give them $5,000 courtesy of risquevideo.com, RISQUE video.com. Okay?
Right.
We got to get Lady Di on the phone.
Do we have to? Well, we got to give her the boot, or
I didn't hear
invite her to stay? What's the decision?
I was so annoyed because the show it was really interesting to see what was going on with that monster, and I had to leave to go to the Comedy Cellar boat ride. And I'm in a cab, and I'm listening, and I made the foreign man put it on, and he didn't want to. And then the traffic was moving so slow, and I had to take a dump. This is true. I had to get out and waddle with a little log poking its head out from like 42nd on down.
That might be a little too much information for us.
I'm not saying it's a good story. I didn't say, hey, put on your sexy pants. Just telling you what happened and why I'm not too sure what's going on with her. I didn't say this will moisten everyone up where it counts.
You just decided to go into the too much information room.
TMI.
Dylan, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Listen, I was an English major, so I had to look up the definition of ectomorphic.
Yeah.
I found it in a dictionary, characterized by a light body build with slight muscular development. Does that sound like Norton at all?
Dylan!
Not at all?
No,
Dylan!
What I'm saying is under my meat, I'm an ectomorph. I'm not saying I'm a little Fiona Apple waif. But I'm saying under the meat, if you strip me of all blubbery Tracy Lord slow fade nipple bosoms. Can we say that?
I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I just want to make sure that Gandhi's not dumping out down there. May influence the children.
All right, thank you, Dylan.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, Dylan?
All right, bye. All right,
Dylan!
Lady Di's on the phone, Anthony. Hi, Lady Di.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Why are you out of breath from picking up the phone?
I'm not out of
the
breath.
time.
How you doing?
All the time.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I don't feel like I'm out of breath.
If you sound like, how you doing?
No, I said hi. How are you guys doing? That's all I said.
I don't think she wants to be on the show anymore, Opie.
No, I do want to be on the show.
No, you
Why?
don't.
Why do you say that? By the way, I saw those pictures on FoundryMusic.com.
Yeah.
The Laurel and Hardy ones.
Uh-huh.
I saw every one of them. I'm on there right now, as a matter of fact.
You look just like the dead guy.
You really throw out concepts with no interesting follow-up.
Nothing.
Yeah, I saw those pictures, and yes, my eyes were open, and I looked at them. You really are a cow with no timing.
She goes, I look like the guy when he was alive.
When he was alive, yeah.
Of course you did, because when he died, he got thinner.
Dead. No.
You know, last Friday...
Although may he rest in peace, by the way.
Shut up. Shut
okay,
up.
what?
Last Friday, at the Ron and Fez fight, after our program, you were there basking in your little piece of celebrity that you think you have. And I asked for one thing, because a lot of our fans of this program were there, Opie, and I asked Lady Di, come over here, I have a Sharpie. I want to draw the little Oliver Hart.
Shut up, Lady Di.
Okay, all right.
I want to draw.
Of course you remember. It happened to you, and it only happened 4 days ago. Shut up.
The little Oliver Hardy mustache on that lip, right below the nose, the little Hitler mustache, Charlie Chaplin, Oliver Hardy mustache. And I got nothing but no. The crowd was chanting. Do it. Nothing.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Now we have to ask, what was that?
What did you just clumsily knock over with your stomach?
Huh?
There was ice on my refrigerator.
Why are you putting ice? You're putting it under your armpits to remove the lamb smell?
No, I'm putting ice into...
The ice falls out from all the food that's in there.
No, I'm putting ice into soda.
Into my Jack
That's all it
Coke.
is. Huh?
Yeah, what are you having on the rocks?
What did he say?
So you made Anthony look ridiculous in front of all our fans.
You should have come over.
I am so sick of the shut up. I'm so sick of the people that kind of hang with us on this show that just assume too much, and then when we ask them to do something in front of crowds and stuff,
do something.
They back down, and then we look like idiots.
Well, I do. If somebody goes, hey, Anthony, do a little dice, I'll whip the dice impression out.
Yep.
Why not? It's what people want to see. Do you honestly think, you despicable excuse for a human being, do you honestly believe that people wanted to just see you down there?
No, we were just down there to have a good time.
But don't you think that the listeners of this show would have really enjoyed seeing you walking around with a little mustache that you could have washed off?
They probably would have.
Right, and why didn't you then just come over
I just
and
didn't
do
want
it?
to do that, that's all.
Why?
Because I did it all day on the show, you know, with the little piece of tape and everything, and I just didn't feel like doing that.
How come you never said, I don't want to be fat anymore? I was fat all day. Maybe I'll do a sit-up. That never bothered you.
It was one thing that would have been good for the show. The fans would have enjoyed it.
It would have helped your cause, Lady Di.
Cause. But no, so that's why I'm saying she don't want to be on the show bad enough. She wouldn't even do that. Wouldn't even do that. It's like I was asking with a goddamn tattoo gun in my hand.
And the whole...
It was a marker.
And the whole...
It was a magic marker. I know what it was. I saw you.
If it was magic, I would have made you disappear.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you trying to be sexy? Is that what it was? You were trying to be sexy.
No, I was just I was hanging out with my friends down there. That's all.
The whole Oliver Hardy angle is the thing that may save you, and then you don't want to do it in front of everybody.
Right.
And you know what was really weird?
This is radio, Lady Di. You know, I mean, it would have been nice to show the folks the visual.
Right.
You were funny that day. I actually laughed at a segment you were on for the first time ever.
See?
Well, I did it on the show all day, and if people want to see it on the on the website, they can see it on the website.
People
what if they don't have a computer?
People associate with this show are getting
everybody has a computer nowadays.
They get big heads.
Yep.
They get attitudes.
She's already had a giant head.
Oh boy.
That big Oliver Hardy head.
Big Oliver Hardy head.
You'd have to have a custom-made derby to fit on top of that thing.
Paint a wading pool black and put it on your fat, dumb head.
That's the straw hat that I had at the softball game. That fit me pretty good. So it's almost the same.
Her head should be wrapped in a boar's head label put on it. She's got a big ham head. You ever just go in deli counter and you look down and just see that big block of meat? That's your head.
Oh, bad.
With a Lego person hair thing stuck on
on top.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh. So all you managed to pull off on Friday was disappointing the audience again.
With your Weebles Wobble haircut.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't disappoint everybody.
Yes, you did. You could have made... No, food salesman, you didn't.
I didn't.
All right, go to opieandanthony.com. I think Scott Colombo did something, because you know what? I'm changing my whole outlook on this thing now.
What do you mean?
I think we're going to have the listeners vote.
Yeah. I think we
were prepared to do some things here today, but you know what? I think the listeners need to vote on this. Let me go.
Okay, if you want the listeners to vote, they can vote.
Oh, thank you, Lady Di. Thank you.
Oh, good. You're giving us permission?
Thank you. I forgot it was called the Opie, Anthony, and Lady Di Show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your vote your opinion means a lot.
I didn't mean it that way.
You could have been in if you had just let Anthony paint that mustache on you and gotten a laugh.
That would have been, we were talking about it after Friday's show. We were saying, wow, that Oliver Hardy thing is really funny, and it could be good at a road show or something. We might actually, even though we don't want to, we might have to keep her around on the show for a little bit. And then after Friday, when I'm standing there, and there's a bunch of fans of the show, and you're just, no. It's not like you were going home on a date that night.
Marion doesn't mind being a complete ass just to be funny, and yet you don't want to be funny.
Marion is great on the show.
Oh.
She is great.
Oh. You don't have to tell anyone that. They know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know she is. She's my best friend and all, but she is great on the show. She is great on the show.
Listen, with your fat head, you should have a lit candle in your mouth.
A lit candle? Why?
Because that's like a pumpkin reference.
Right.
Stupid twat. That's why. You can't figure out a pumpkin reference?
I know what a pumpkin reference is. I know what that is.
Let's explain to Lady Di.
Yeah.
You see, your head is really big and round. It kind of looks like a pumpkin. So, so if Jim says you should have a candle in your mouth, do you get it?
Yes, Ox.
Oh man,
a movie on this flight.
Yeah, Jethro brings up a good point on line 3. It's called earning your keep, and for some reason, Lady Di doesn't want to earn her keep.
You didn't want to do it.
We finally found an angle for you, and you decided in front of a lot of people that you weren't going to do
Hooters.
it.
Why? I just didn't want to do it last night.
Why?
Because I was dressed up. I was talking to my friends. There's certain friends that I have down there, and I just...
You thought you looked good.
You are such a crock.
You thought you looked good. Ever since you started in Home Alone, you have had an attitude.
Home Alone?
Forget it. It's another one that went over your fat head.
Why don't you explain the Home Alone thing to her?
Yeah, explain that.
I will explain it to you. And they should fill your mouth with water and then just drop it over that forest fire.
Oh,
your head is really big, like Devin's, so therefore I had to make mention of the fact that you starred in Home Alone.
You should mention Devin in this.
I like Devin. Devin wouldn't mind doing something. He is great, but he wouldn't mind doing something to be funny. He wouldn't stand there in a stupid 1907 dress and then stupid pilgrim shoes and go, I'm trying to look hot.
You wouldn't mind doing something funny?
Who, me?
When is that going to happen?
Oh, wow.
You talking to Jim?
Oh, my God.
Shut up. You're so friggin' stupid.
No, see, Lady Di, I knew Devin was listening, so I took a little shot at him as a joke because we're all friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe we have to explain everything.
Devin is a great guy.
I was standing there in my dress after voting for Coolidge, and I decided that I wanted to talk to my friends and not put on the funny mustache.
All right, do you understand that one?
That one I understood.
Do you really?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Well, that means I didn't put on the funny mustache at Hooters.
You really are.
Oh, my God.
I just didn't feel like it.
No, you see, Coolidge was a president. Help me with the year. I want to say...
Whatever, in the early 1900s.
I want to say, yeah, okay, and your outfit kind of looked like the time period that Coolidge was running for office.
Right,
and see,
okay.
See, you went in the voting booth and you voted for Coolidge, and... No, you didn't get it.
No, you didn't.
You didn't get it.
Because you don't listen.
Other dresses over
You're
there did not...
incapable of listening.
Really for
You're
me.
always just talking and saying nothing.
You don't want to be part of the show. Why don't you just say it?
I never said I didn't want to be part of the show.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words.
So what do you want me to do now?
Your Don asked you to do him a favor, and you refused.
Now it's time to take a little ride.
Yeah, you stood there and pledged your loyalty while the kids ran around with your Luca Brasi body.
So you're telling me if I put that mustache on at Hooters, I would still be part of the show?
That was pretty much...
Asked.
You know why? It would have shown that you want to contribute and do something. You did nothing. You stunk up the place.
You would have gotten a laugh and an applause from an audience.
And you see how many people were there?
I was talking to people. I don't know, you know.
Stop it. You don't think anybody that was talking to you would have preferred to see you with that goddamn mustache on?
Well, that I have no idea about that.
Of course they would have. There's no other reason to talk to you.
Besides, it was black. It might have made you look thinner.
Thanks, Jim.
What does that mean?
Well, I had a navy blue dress on, which almost looked like a black dress. So.
No, it didn't.
Black.
You saw that?
Black makes fat girls look thinner.
Oh, you saw that. That's right.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
It looked like a big blue, awful Volkswagen with frills on it.
Well, you know, I try to dress up every once in a while.
No, you don't try to dress up. Stop trying to dress up in the early 1900s. Put on a miniskirt.
Well, I just bought that dress.
Little advice, Lady Di, if you drive a crappy car, don't honk your horn, okay?
Yeah.
Well, my car is not exactly a new car, but, you know.
Oh, my God.
But it's halfway decent.
You don't even know what
it's
that meant.
It's 1984.
Oh, God, Jesus. You didn't even know what that meant.
Okay, if I drive a crappy car, what?
Nothing, you awful shellless turtle.
Oh, come on.
You know what you should do? Lay an egg into a leaf. A nice little leathery egg into a big leaf and then crawl
Lady
back into the ocean.
When you drive a crappy car, you don't want to bring attention to it, so you wouldn't honk your horn, because then people would turn around and go, oh, wow, look at the crappy car.
Get it?
Oh, okay, crappy car.
Okay. But a crappy car is better than no car at all.
Well, no.
Right?
No.
No. Stop trying to take lemons and make lemonade, stupid.
That's what I'm trying to do with my car right now.
Do you know what the lemons and lemonade thing means?
It's a 1984 Firebird.
Do you know what the
That's my car.
Do you know what the lemons and lemonade thing means?
What's that? The lemons and lemonade.
Do you know what it means?
I kind of do.
No, you don't.
What does that mean?
Well, that means buy a new car.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You see, lemons are...
Well, actually, I plan on doing that, but,
no one cares. You have the perception of an autistic.
No, I don't. Cut it out.
Lady Di, you're really stupid.
Yeah.
Well, Okay.
You're really not an intelligent woman, are you?
You have no attention span whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
You can't listen to others.
Girl's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
And you refused to do the one thing that would have made a whole room full of people laugh.
Well, would that have made things any better if I did that?
Of course it would have.
Don't you
If I drew a mustache on my face at Hooters?
It would have showed that you were trying to be funny and part of the team and make people laugh.
Like you had some motivation and ambition to be on this show.
Maybe they could have made some type of a shirt with you on it or had some type of a soundbite that fit you like they did for Marion because they finally found something that fit Marion. But you didn't want that.
Let me tell you something about Marion, okay? Right now she's at the gym, okay? And she is really, trying to lose weight. She is losing weight.
Is she being photographed in the before section of the poster?
No.
Hey, I like Marion. Leave her alone.
I like Marion, too.
Exactly.
She should just stand there naked and motivate everyone to do push-ups and sit-ups.
Marion loves herself, loves her body, has a lot of self-esteem.
And she knows. Marion knows
no
it makes
jokes
her
here.
funny.
At first I hated Marion, but
I can't do anything right now because it's something that...
The more shut up. The more I've hung out with Marion, I respect her a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Without
fine.
a doubt. Oh, she's a mess, but she doesn't care that she's a mess.
No, she's not a mess.
Mark wants to say that Lady Di sounds as smart as she is thin.
As what?
Exactly.
Oh, my.
See?
Okay, good.
What does that mean, Lady Di? She sounds as smart as she is thin. What would that mean?
That means he thinks I'm dumb. It's pretty obvious.
And fat.
No, well, whatever.
How to clear that
laughing
up?
in the background?
Everybody. Everyone laughs at you.
Yeah, and you could have got a big laugh doing something genuinely funny and you toned it down. No, I'm talking.
And for the first time in your life, people would have been laughing with you.
Oh, God. Now what do I do?
Now what do you do?
Right.
We'll tie ropes to your nose and take you to Lakehurst and watch you blow up.
Watch me blow up.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, maybe you could let me... Would you be comfortable with this?
What's that?
Maybe we could take an ox heart...
an ox... Oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh, you blew the line.
Oh, boy.
I was going to say, maybe we could take an ox cart, and then we could...
Please.
No, that's funny, but we can't use that language, Jimmy.
My God. That didn't make the air, did it?
Shut up.
No, that's stupid.
Good.
Obviously, Einstein.
And you couldn't make the air with a rocket strapped to your back.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What did that one mean, Lady Di?
What did that mean, Lady Di?
Exactly.
Peter. All right, hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Go. No, you can't do it right now. Go. My son. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He wants to watch TV.
Let him watch
He
TV.
wants to watch TV. He can watch in his room. He's watching in
Overbearing
his room.
bitch.
I'm on the phone.
Let him watch TV.
I'm on the phone.
What's he want to watch? Does he want to watch some of your
All right,
older
he wants
films?
to watch TV. Go ahead. Watch TV. Go ahead. Okay. What do you want? I'm on the phone with you guys.
All right.
Well, here's the deal. I think we're going to put a poll up on Opie.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Lady Di, I'll be honest. We weren't even going to put it to a vote.
Yep.
We thought the whole Oliver Hardy thing was beyond hilarious. Something, by the way, we came up with and not you.
But obviously, it wasn't important enough to you, and you have no clue about...
people that I know...
Shut up. You know why? Because there was a whole bunch of fans of this show there that were chanting. They wanted you to do it. They wanted to see it. It would have been a good laugh. It would have shown me that you wanted to be part of the show. Instead, you left me out there... to dry.
Look what Voss did. He let and I brought a tape in, and Voss had a tape. He let us rip on.
What did Voss do?
He let us bring a tape of him in and rip on him, and Voss didn't act like a baby. He laughed about it. We all teased him, and it was funny. And I'm going to do the same thing with my awful tape. But you wouldn't get in the barrel and put a little mustache on because your stupid hen house friends were there.
No, it's not even that.
What friends of yours were there?
Who were you talking to?
And talking to people.
Shut up, stupid. What were you why? You don't mind talking to him with 400 extra pounds on your frame?
What friends of yours were there?
Well, there was a few friends down there.
No, you're lying.
No,
Which ones? Name them.
I'm not naming any names.
There weren't any. You're lying.
There were.
No, there were not.
What friend? Why can't you name them? They're not CIA employees.
Well, one of them is Marion. She was down there with me.
Right, I know Marion was there.
And I don't think she would have been too happy if I was walking around with a mustache on me.
Marion?
I don't think she would have been happy about it. Well, I'm just saying she probably wouldn't have been happy about that.
You really? Are you that stupid that you think that...
No, I'm just saying she probably wouldn't have.
Don't just say. Think before you just say.
Okay.
She wouldn't have. You were worried about, you cared this little about Opie and Anthony, that you wouldn't put a mustache on because you were afraid that another monstrosity would be angry with you?
No. She's my best friend, and I don't know. I don't think that,
Why, do you get mad at her for her soundbite or her shirt? You don't get mad at her. Why would she block your success?
Hey, Lady Di.
I have not mad at anything.
Hey, Lady Di.
Yes.
Is your son watching you right now, thinking he's watching Operation Dumbo Drop?
Right now, he's watching the Rugrats right now. He's watching the Rugrats on television right now.
He thinks
That's what he's watching.
Hurricane Hippo.
No, he's watching the Rugrats.
Hurricane Hippo Holler.
Character is SpongeBob.
What?
His other favorite character is SpongeBob.
SquarePants.
SquarePants mom.
SquarePants mom.
Right.
Sponge ass SquarePants mom.
Should she stay or should she go? The poll is up on Opie and Anthony.
Here we go. The song, Should I Stay or Should I Go?
No, stupid. No one's playing that awful hokey song. No one.
It's not an awful song.
It stinks, and so do you. You had a chance to be funny for O&A. They asked you to do something. Poor Ant's on the air. Do you think he wants to be on the air today? Sick and spraying chloroseptic and mule juice every 20
Anthony, how
seconds?
you feeling today?
Shut up.
Are you okay?
I won't even acknowledge you.
Oh, okay. I heard you were kind of sick yesterday, so.
Just cackling.
Marion might have been mad at me.
No. I'm not saying that she might have.
Then what are you saying?
I'm not saying that she may have been.
Stop lying and hiding behind her. Theoretically,
I am not hiding behind anything. I'm just saying that I don't feel like walking around with the little mustache at Hooters. That's all.
Why not?
Why?
I don't know.
Tell me, no, you do know.
I feel like it at that time.
Why? You don't mind walking around with a stupid Asian haircut. Why would you mind walking around with a little mustache to match it?
Yeah, that haircut looked good on Pete Rose.
On Pete Rose?
And Bruce Lee.
Asians and Pete Rose should have that haircut, not you.
And Mo Howard of the Three Stooges.
Mo Howard.
And Mary from the Little Rascals. Well, that's what you guys said.
Oh, you really are an ass.
All right, it's time to usher you into the silent room.
Mm-hmm.
The silent room.
The one shot you had, it was a live event.
Yep.
I talk about my fat, awful belly and my meaty breast to make people laugh.
I know, I hear you.
Got it, stupid, and you wouldn't take the bullet for Ann and Ope.
Oh.
Why wouldn't you?
That's it.
I could see if he said to do something that was going to hurt you, or he'd take off your clothes, and you said, whatever. No.
This was drawing a little mustache that everyone knew what the bit was, and you couldn't even do that. So, we leave it up to the audience now.
Yeah,
well, there'll be more events. There'll be more...
Oh, not for you.
You blew it with that awful hairdo. The only thing you're going to do is sit on a paint can with wooden shoes.
A paint can with what?
I know, you don't get it. No need to say it.
Wooden shoes?
Forget it.
All her friends
like
that were there.
Dutch boy?
She named Marion.
Yeah, all my friends were there, and Marion.
My friends.
Well, there were... No. They were our friends, and they were down there.
Well,
stop it.
You were afraid of looking bad in front of them?
I didn't say anything.
Marion wouldn't be mad at your mustache because she can't say mustache. She wouldn't...
Say mustache? She could say whatever she wants to say.
Then why wouldn't you do it for the boys?
I just did not feel like doing that.
Why? You're not giving a reason.
I did it all day.
No, you didn't.
That day.
Then I just don't feel like having her around anymore.
You don't seem to have the motivation. I think I have the conversation between her and Marion that night.
What was that? Wait a minute. Hold on. What was that?
It's whales communicating, you stupid twat.
Oh, whales communicating. Come on.
What does that mean?
Huh?
Okay, Charlie, this is what the whales are saying. Okay. Brian Regan bit.
What is Lady Di doing? She's leading us out to sea.
I'm not leading you out to sea.
There it is.
He's lonely.
I am what?
No, we're not talking about you anymore.
Oh, okay.
We're referring to a Brian Regan bit.
We're talking about an animal.
I love Brian Regan. I think he's cool.
Shut up. When you go to any event, do you notice that people just try to get away from you? Like when they're having conversations.
When we go to any event.
I mean, a party, anything. Not to do with this show. I mean, just anything you do in any social life you might have. What, am I crazy? She doesn't have any social life.
No, we go to the event and we watch the show.
So, Marion, how much do the Mets pay you for the home games? Lady Di?
Yes.
How much do the Mets pay you for the home games?
The Mets?
Yeah.
You mean the Yankees, right?
No, the Mets.
No, the Mets don't pay me anything.
It was a Mr. Met reference. Another one. You got
a okay.
Bloated head.
What does that mean?
Mr. Met.
And the mascot has a really big, round head. So I thought.
Well, we know the mascot has a really big round head.
You should be running through a British subway station with a burlap mask over your face.
Why?
Because you're an ass. Hello. I am not an animal or a team player.
All right. Well, the poll's up on opieandanthony.com.
Is it?
Yeah. People want to laugh. People would have enjoyed you if you had done something to make them laugh.
And they would have enjoyed it if I put a mustache on me at Hooters.
Yeah, because
Friday
it's
night.
comedy. This is not the Rush Limbaugh show or some serious political discussions. It's comedy, and that would have been funny.
So, Lady Di, how hard is it to balance on that big red ball?
How hard is it to what?
Oh, God. Stupid. How did you even make it this far?
Very hard.
In life. How did you even get this far?
I just do. Hold on. Turn that down, Peter, please.
Oh, don't abuse the kid.
I'm not abusing him. I'm just telling him to turn down the television set. Go ahead.
If he doesn't turn it down, you should walk over there and give his face a good smack.
No. Leave my kid out of this. Come on.
Please.
My kid is all right.
All right, get a hold of yourself.
Okay, no problem.
He probably has a higher IQ than you.
I think he does. He has a very high IQ. He's a very smart kid.
All right,
does he love
Straight A
you?
student.
Does he love you?
Of course he loves me.
And he's not.
Huh? What do you mean?
I just voted.
Be nice now.
I just voted.
What'd you vote, Anthony?
On our poll.
He voted to get rid of you.
No.
Oh, yes, he did.
I can't see the results. They should have the results posted.
Lady Di, we'll get back to you.
Okay, I guess you're going to have to get back to me. I don't know.
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Well, there's only one thing I don't understand. How is there going to be Laverne and Shirley without Laverne?
Call it something else. It doesn't have to be Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, we'll just team her up with somebody else.
Oh.
They do that all the time in the movies and stuff.
Yeah. They never explain why the Bewitched guy changed or Bo on All My Children.
You'll be like Dick York.
Happy Days moved on when they got rid of the older son.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And no one even noticed.
Actually,
Chuck or whatever his name was, right?
Well,
Another life to live.
I don't know what to say about that.
Of course you don't.
No, you don't
that
know
would
what to
require
say
a
about
thought
anything.
process that doesn't just involve open, chew, swallow.
The what?
Lady Di, I'm going to give you... Say something intelligent to us.
Say something intelligent.
Show us a little bit...
Of intelligence.
Of intelligence, of knowledge, of a subject, anything.
I will give you a simple question.
It could be
Go
anything.
ahead, give me a simple question.
What do you know?
What do I know?
The question was...
I know quite a bit.
Like what?
It.
What do you know?
I'm a high school graduate. I know quite a bit.
What do you know, though? Give us something. Something interesting that you know.
Oh, what do I know? Let's see, something interesting. Well, I know the Beatles' birthdays.
That requires a lot of smarts.
Well, everyone knows that McCartney's 60 today, I think, or yesterday.
I'll tell you why you know that, because you have the same haircut they did.
He is 60 today. Today, June 18th, 1942, that's when he was born.
Thank you for stepping on that line, Rain Cow.
That's not really
George
knowledge.
Harrison's birthday was February 27th, 1943.
Really?
That's
when did
trivia.
the brain tumor start?
The what?
Forget it.
Oh, God.
That's
I
why
don't think about things
that's why
like
there
that.
is no God. George Harrison's brain is eaten away by cancer, and you continue to breathe.
Look, I know that.
Lady Di, tell us a little something. Tell us a little something maybe about American history.
American history.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us something.
You should know that since the Indians used to hunt you for food and pelt.
That was a long time ago, Jim.
What was
That was a long time ago, but they did not succeed because I'm still around right now.
What was he getting at there?
About the Indians hunting for food and kelp?
No, pelt, not kelp.
That was a long time
They were getting
ago.
kelp from a buffalo, you ass. That's where they get kelp from, a buffalo.
What were they? To the whale.
What were they hunting?
They were hunting for food, obviously.
Well, what? Were they?
Well, they were hunting for anything. They were hunting for food and, survival.
Why would I reference you in that sentence?
I have a funny feeling I know why.
So let's hear it. If you have a funny feeling, please, for the first time ever, share it.
Something about shooting for whales, you were saying?
How do you...
Oh, my dear
American
sweet Jesus
Indians
Christ.
hunted for whales?
They probably did.
You have the humor of a Night Stalker trial transcript.
They were hunting for other things, like food.
Is it true when you were walking down the train tracks and you met the train, they drove a golden spike between the two of you?
No. I don't remember that.
Just checking out a little more American history. You know nothing.
The American Indians...
First of all, an American train and Indians, I don't think trains were around back then.
Oh, my God.
Trains were not around by
the American Indians were hunting like bison or buffalo.
You truly know nothing.
And did Magellan get a high five when he ran around you once?
Well, let me tell you something right now. It's been a long time since I've been in school.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about school stuff. Just give us one bit of knowledge, some information that you might have besides celebrity birthdays. I'm talking about anything. History. Anything.
What do you know about American
history? Physics.
What do I know about American history?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's see.
That's the nervous
This is going to be a tough one
Stop
for me.
with the nervous titter and get to it.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to think about all these things after I get off the phone.
Well, think about them while you're on the phone.
No, you're not.
You're an American. What do you know about American history? We could get a stupid cabbie on the phone and he would tell us 10 things.
Awesome.
A cabbie would tell you 10 things on the phone about American history?
Stop repeating and stalling.
How did it feel when the Mayflower hit you?
Just wonderful.
What's the Mayflower?
The Mayflower is a boat.
How about some mathematics or something?
It's one of the boats. It's one of the Santa Maria.
My God! It is not. You stupid bitch.
No.
It is not. The Mayflower.
The Nina, the Pinna, and the Santa Maria are the Columbus boats. Christopher Columbus boat. He discovered America back in 1890.
All right, you know what? Lady Di, get...
18 what?
Come on, it's been a long time since I've been in
You could train over.
You could be the stupidest human being on the face of the earth.
Yes, you are retarded. You're retarded.
And every time we want to kick her off of the show for good, now we have something else to exploit.
I'm amazed by her stupidity.
How about... you're hitting me with these questions right now, and I had these questions...
I want our listeners to take all this under consideration. Think before you make your decision on OpenAnthony.com.
Now listen.
Think, people.
Do you know any mathematics at all?
Any mathematics?
No, it's better with this history stuff, man. She thinks Columbus discovered America somewhere in the 1800s. 1800s.
In the 1800s.
Long after Lincoln freed the slaves, Columbus showed up. Yeah, good point.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1492. What am I saying 1892 for?
Lady Di,
Yes.
who did we fight in World War II?
Who did we fight in World War II? Yeah. Germany.
Who else?
Germany and Italy.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
And I know that.
Who else?
I know that for the foreign countries, Germany, Italy, and...
The foreign countries.
Well, yeah.
Pretty big one.
All right, a big one.
I mean, it was a pretty...
Russia? No, I don't know. You know, that name I'm just throwing off right now.
You're missing the big one.
Yeah, you're missing the one.
The World War II Germany. That's who we fought.
Who did we fight?
Who attacked us?
Who attacked us?
Who started World War I?
Pearl Harbor.
Yes, Pearl Harbor attacked us.
No,
Our
Japan,
own
I'm
ships
sorry,
turned on us.
Japan.
Japan bombed Pearl Bailey.
Yeah, David has a good point on line 9. Dress her up like a parrot. She repeats everything.
She knows the Beatles and Japanese. You only know things that apply to your hairdo.
I know about rock and roll. I know about the Beatles and the Monkees.
Of course you can. Oh, that's too easy.
Yeah. Right.
All that stuff.
All right.
All the stuff I grew up with.
All right, Lady Di, we're done with you for today.
Okay.
We encourage everyone to go to opieandanthony.com to vote if she should stay or go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks, Lady Di.
Okay. Take care, guys.
Di?
Yes? Bye.
Back to your work. Back to the lab, trying to cure that cancer.
People think
that AIDS cure.
People think before you vote. That's all I have to say. I don't want to influence anyone, but I just want people to think before they vote.
She could be the dumbest person ever.
Is.
And she has no, I mean...
I'm already thinking we got to bring her in here and give her a little test.
And I'm talking
a little
like...
quiz.
Not even just not knowing things, because you can be ignorant but be very intelligent. You just don't know the stuff because you never learned it. But she is just a blithering idiot. And that parrot thing is great. Dress her up as a parrot and talk to her. Dress me up as a parrot and talk to me? Blah. Yeah. You get in a parrot suit. I get in a parrot suit? Blah.
Just don't try to paint a little mustache on her beach.
Polly want 20 pizzas.
Hurricane Hippo.
And he would blow the balloon away.
I used to love that stupid cartoon.
Completely not even... You can't blow your own balloon away like that.
Yeah, because
every action is an equal and opposite reaction, and unless he was out of the basket... Oh, we should have presented that one to Lady Di.
What do you mean? You're saying that he was in the balloon and he would blow it?
He was in the gondola of the balloon, and he would go... and the balloon would go whoosh off into that direction.
You raise a good point about the physics, although you're missing the fact that hippos don't normally operate gondolas or balloons or talk. So there's a lot of flaws in that theory.
They do raise children, though, and call on the phone occasionally.
We were in break so long I fell asleep.
I know.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. We like explaining. We did like an hour and, I think, 20 minutes of radio straight through without a break. And unfortunately, that's the other side of it. We have to kind of catch up with things. So sorry about that. It's O&A. Dan has a quick comment here before we move on to other things. Dan, what's up?
Hey, dudes, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, listen, after that performance, you guys have got to keep her. She is so stupid. She is so much fun to F with. You guys should have, like, a little Jeopardy thing, have a stupid Jeopardy between her and Tippy Tom.
Wow.
Well, we got a couple ideas that we're working on. And you know what? I don't want to tip my hand, but I'm going to. I agree with Dan. Just when you want to just throw her back.
I know.
Something
else
pops, and it's never because of something, she brings to the table.
No.
Something pops where you go, oh, my God, you got to keep her around a little longer.
Yeah.
But
she is so stupid.
But you go to opieandanthony.com. People are voting if she should stay or go.
And boys,
it's a landslide right now.
Right, and I was going to say, check it out. She is so incredibly stupid even this way. She says how everybody has a computer, so she should know what they're voting because the results are on the effing computer.
Yeah, and it's looking really ugly right now.
Yeah, it is.
But just think about all the fun we could have in the near future with Lady Di.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's so incredibly stupid. And for some reason, we never picked that up. Well, we picked up that she wasn't really smart, but I never realized how stupid she is.
Anthony, so far, 1,300 people have voted. Oh, my God. Yes, she's a fine asset to the program. 210 people have voted for that.
No, that means 210 people hit the wrong button.
And then, no, she sucks and should be wiped from my brain. 1,107. 84% of the vote so far saying Di needs to go.
That's what happens when you're not
in the first 20 minutes of voting.
Yeah, but you guys got to be like the judge, that throws out the conviction.
Yeah. I just think that we can have some more fun with her. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys.
In the end, it's up to you guys, though. All right? Uncle John wants in. Hey, Uncle John, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's happening?
What's
it's amazing. It's amazing how you can't insult somebody who doesn't realize they're being insulted.
Oh, I know. She has no clue. I don't realize I'm being insulted.
Oh, hysterical. Hey, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go hunt some kelp.
Yeah. The kelp. They hunt them for their kelp.
Tom, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I called before and waited to get on for like a half hour to tell you when she was on that I hated that bitch so much.
Yeah.
She makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
But then listening to her, it's like now I'm like you can't get rid of her because she's a freaking retard.
Yeah.
I mean she's like Is there anyone on the show that she doesn't like? Every single goddamn time you said anyone's name, oh, yeah, he's great. I love him. He's good. God, Jesus Christ.
And you know what else? She is a tremendous liar.
Oh,
she is
horrible.
such a liar.
And that poor kid.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine her kid? Jesus Christ.
What does she lie about?
We'll leave the kid out of it.
Everything.
Later.
All right.
Whenever you ask her something like, like the ideas that she was supposed to come up with. Well, what other ideas do you have? Well, I have a few. Oh, which ones? Nothing. And she had nothing, and or what friends were down there? Oh, I had friends that were down there. Who? Name them. Oh, I'm not going to name them. What? Like, there's no reason not to.
Stop trying to be mysterious just because you have a body like Colonel Kurtz.
Spanky, what's up?
A fat girl on the edge of the straight razor.
Our second call from Columbus today. How are you doing, Spank?
I'm doing good.
All right.
I was going to say that listening to that lady try to figure out those jokes is more depressing than listen to baby seals being clubbed at ground zero.
Jesus.
Ouch. Why would seals go to a club? That's funny.
Yeah. All right, Jim wants to bring up something here. Yes, Jim?
Yeah, no, I hate to defend that cow, but yeah, the Indians were whalers.
All right, hold on, though, Jim. We said shooting. I mean, the Indians,
all right,
the Indians weren't running down the beach shooting at whales.
All right, granted.
It was such an obvious bison.
It was a buffalo
joke, and she thought the Indians were shooting whales.
All right.
Said whales before. Her stupidity just happened to... Like, if you put 100 monkeys in a typewriter, eventually they'll type out an intelligent word. That's what happened there.
All right, I'm going to punch out, boys.
All right. Yeah, when she said they hunt the bison for their kelp.
Exactly, that gave her away.
Jesus.
She's so close to... she's really close to being the type of retarded where you can't live alone anymore.
She's right on the edge.
Constant care.
She's right on the edge.
Yeah, put a big fat adult diaper on her. Just comb her stupid straight Chinese hair. How are you?
She lives alone, but the family has to check up on her all the time.
Yeah.
But she thinks she's living alone?
Right.
She repeats everything everybody says.
Oh, gosh.
What a mess.
I know.
This show is such a mess. We don't talk about anything.
No.
What is wrong with us? We were supposed to talk about the J-Lo and the sex tape.
I know.
And we had some great Chelsea Clinton stuff.
Drunken Chelsea
she should be
again.
Advising the president like Chauncey Gardner.
Sometimes it takes me a while, Jim.
I don't know if
I know.
I'm thinking, too. I got the John List one earlier. No, nothing. Someone out there got it, though.
Yeah,
I guarantee
plenty. And then we catch crap for it.
Yeah.
Nah, but if you didn't see something, it's not a matter of not getting it. You don't see it, you don't see it.
No,
maybe we can all get together in the office after and take off our clothes and talk it over.
Rob, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to say that in that whole debacle, you missed the fact that Norton was talking about one life to live or one day at a time or some crap.
I don't know which soap I was talking about. My mom used to watch the soap that had Bo, and he changed, and I couldn't think of the reference. And I'm glad I couldn't.
Days of Our Lives.
Well, good. You know what? I'm glad I screwed it up. That proves I don't watch soap. But thank you for Yellow Miata getting that immediately.
Bo and Hope.
Yeah, no, look, the only guys that should know that are gay men and prisoners.
Or guys that do afternoon radio shows, and they're stuck at home waiting to go into work, and there's nothing else on TV.
Wrong.
Really?
Wrong.
I don't anymore.
I
used to.
Because now you have money, so you play video games.
No, it was before really computers.
All right.
Before any good computers, anyway. Yeah.
No.
By the way, we do have a really good idea for Lady Di before we decide what's going to happen to her.
What caliber weapon does it involve?
Well, you guys are going to, the listeners are going to decide, but we're going to throw one more thing at you before the final decision is made.
How's this as an idea? To do a political protest, she lays on the train tracks and lets her legs be severed by a train carrying nuclear weapons. Or she sets herself on fire and protests in the Middle East.
When she said Columbus discovered America sometime in the 1800s.
Oh, what a total idiot.
And there were no trains when there were Indians.
You know what? At that point, though,
I was digging it.
I'm thinking to myself, you know what? We're crazy to let her go.
And the Mayflower being part of the Nina Pinta and the Santa Maria.
Yeah, no, it was
It was one of the boats, right? Yeah.
Wait, it was Pearl Harbor.
I like the fact that Pearl Harbor attacked us.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor attacked us.
They just turned on us. Our own military. We just started attacking Honolulu.
That's great stuff. Come on.
All right. I need that bit. Rick was getting together some stuff for Best Of. I mean, the weekend show and stuff.
Yeah.
And he found, and I forgot about this. He found Frenchie losing a fight, a verbal fight.
Oh, yeah. All right, this was when Dice was in.
Yeah, this was the only time that Frenchie lost a verbal fight, I believe.
And he would have lost it worse if it was physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Dice in here, and Frenchie thought he could, hang with Dice.
Uh-huh.
And he called up, and Happy Face got the best of Frenchie.
Happy Face.
This was making us laugh really hard in the back room, so we figured we'd throw it out real fast. Frenchie losing. The only time.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, no. Who's this?
Oh, no.
Frenchie.
How you doing?
It's Frenchie, Dice.
I want to say hello to the Jim Norton, the man of the show today.
Okay.
How you doing, Jim? You're the legend. Oh.
It's a French Dice.
Dice, how you doing? You fat bastard.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Why don't you shut your mouth, all right? Let me tell you something. Why don't you shut your mouth and give him some respect? Why don't you get off the phone and show your face down here? I'll put my boot in your throat. You understand me? Frenchie, you faggot. Hey, you French people ever win a war? You faggot. You're a faggot. You're a faggot. You're a faggot. Go live between your mother's. That's where you belong. You're a faggot. You're a faggot. You don't ever make fun of a legend. He's a legend. He's a star. He's playing the Beacon Theater Friday night. He's playing Westbury. Not you French faggot. You're a faggot. What do you do besides cook snails?
What do you got to get
You
off?
faggot.
I want to talk to the legend.
What do you got to get? The guy's just trying to say hello.
That's disrespect. It's disrespectful.
What you got? What you got?
I don't like him either, Andrew.
What a cluster after this last hour of O&A is. I think we still have like 40 minutes of commercials to play. We got to squeeze it in 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. New girl up on OpieandAnthony.com. Only 2 contestants enter the WOW contest today.
Yes.
The first lady from Dallas who's looking real fine. And I'm hearing another girl out of Philly. Haven't seen her pictures yet.
And
check them out for yourself at OpieandAnthony.com.
There's one out of D.C. also, but it says pictures pending.
Pictures pending? What does that mean?
Pictures pending. I have no idea.
That would be a third girl entering the contest today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have better luck tomorrow. We got $5,000 up for grabs. Thank you, RisqueVideo.com, for donating the money.
Yeah.
What, Jim?
I have no complaints. Just wanted to say to the person who just dialed me and who's dialing me right now, I'm on the air, you sea-sucking retard.
Yeah. Much better than Sabbath.
Yeah. Who is it? Sabbath Rip anyway.
You don't know who this is?
No, I don't.
Zeppelin thing?
The Zeppelin?
Little Moby Dick?
Oh, yeah. Everyone's heard of Moby Dick.
They have, though.
Yeah, no, I know. They're world-renowned.
Dude, stop.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
stop. You've never heard this?
Nope.
Led Zeppelin doing Moby Dick. Never heard of this.
I really
Led Zeppelin.
Moby Dick.
Very popular song by Led Zeppelin.
All right. Anthony, what did we learn today? Well, John from Albany, he learned that if you paint a mustache on a jack-o'-lantern, you'd have a good likeness of Oliver Hardy. Yes, we did learn that. Jerry from Medicine, I learned sometimes you need an escort to the interesting room. He also learned a good way to tell if something is funny is if Lady Di doesn't get it. And finally, Lady Di is to smart as Rich Voss is to funny. Oh, Voss isn't even here today. Come on. Voss is supposed to be doing some interesting things for us for this radio show. Yeah. I hope we get that done soon. We came up with some really good things for Voss. Could be really, really funny. Sheep Lover from Jersey. I learned today the Scooby-Doo movie was like a rock concert. People were chanting, "Your side sucks."
Like a rock concert.
Mike from the Bronx. I learned Jimmy has the metabolism of a glacier. We did learn that. What does Joe from BCN want? Play What Did I Learn?
Uh-oh.
Joe wants it. Joey! Joe?
Hey.
What's up, Joe?
How's it going, guys?
All right.
Hey, Angel.
Hey, I learned Columbus discovered America 250 years after his boats arrived at Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth Rock.
Very nice, Joe.
All right, guys.
Did this sound like anything today?
What's that?
Did it sound like anything today?
Did what sound like anything?
You know, the show.
Did it sound like anything?
Do you want me to be brutally honest?
You going to be brutal?
No.
Honest?
I'll be honest.
It was all right.
It was all right, yeah. You guys have been much better.
Jesus.
You're supposed to learn. Nice. Yeah? We were looking for a...
I listen every day, you know?
But we were looking for a compliment because we knew we sucked today and we figured you'd make us feel better, but instead you went the other way with it, and now we're going to feel even worse when we get off the air.
And now you're going to hate me, too.
Not at all. Just keep sending pot. All right, Joe.
See you later, Honest Abe.
Really?
I can't lie. I chopped down the tree. Thank you, stupid.
See, if we knew we were good today, we would have never asked that question.
We didn't ask.
Yeah, I didn't ask anything.
Oh, come on, guys. We're in this together. I was feeling it. Hey, Darren, what's up?
How you doing, guys? Well, this might cheer you up. I think the scientific community will be forever in your debt today due to Jim Norton. Now, we've always known that the law of physics that says for every action is an equal and opposite reaction, but that is only second to the fact that hippos cannot talk or navigate gondolas.
We did learn that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, that was a very valid point I made.
Yes.
Hey, Chris, what did you learn on the show today?
Hi, Schmoopies. I learned Norton's lips are as thin as a bird's vag.
That made it through. Nice.
Yin-yang party.
Yin-yang party.
Yin-yang party, indeed.
Hey, Chris learned something today. Yin-yang party? What did you learn, Chris?
Hello.
Chris?
Hello.
What did you learn?
Hey, today I learned that sexual depression will lead men to desperate measures. Lady Di has a kid.
Wow. Yeah, someone banged that.
You're right.
Isn't that sad?
Some rapist is still being teased by his friends and cohorts.
All right.
Thanks, guys. You guys rule.
All right, leave the kid alone. Sheep lover. I learned today one of the girls in the WOW contest looks like the bass player from Rats. Senora from New Jersey. Today I learned that when Lady Di arrives in Lakehurst, people say, oh, the humanity.
Oh, get out of the way. Oh, this is the worst catastrophe I've ever seen.
Matty S. from D.C. Today I learned that when Norton decides to hang himself, he'll have to call a real man to get advice on how to tie the knot.
Oh, imagine that. You finally decide to hang yourself. You put the rope around something and it just comes off the wall.
And you're laying on your living room floor naked going, I stink.
My pale fish belly on my parquet floor.
The noose around your neck, but it didn't stick.
Still no sex appeal, lying there with my little plump pale ass cheeks.
Mr. Blonde from Belmont. I learned today Lady Di was in Rain Cow, and he also learned the Indians hunted kelp.
From the bison. The kelp.
By the way, that ribbon has been bugging me for an hour, Mary.
Oh, wow.
Josh, what's going on?
What's up, Oned?
Hey.
Rock Norton.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you guys took a lot of mine away, but I learned that talking dogs are only funny when they tell you to kill people. Later, guys.
Thank you, Angel.
Scott learned something today. Scott, what did you learn?
Well, I learned that stick-to-itiveness is a new word, and also,
That is a word.
what's the other one? I forget. I suck.
Hey, I love you, Scott. Love you, Ben.
Good job.
Jim has a new one that was beyond hilarious.
Yeah.
And we forgot to talk about it when we were doing the car chase stuff. Like the TV is to my left here up high. And so Jim walks all the way around the counter to watch the car chase.
Yeah.
And everyone is crowded around the TV to watch it. And he'll casually try to hold, like, guys' hands and, like, put his arm around them. And the reaction that he gets from these guys is hilarious.
Yeah.
You just place your hand sometimes on them, like on their bare skin. All of a
But
sudden
he did it so casually, like, you're hanging with your sister.
You don't notice right away.
And you're just putting a friendly hand on her shoulder or something. Yeah. He does it to guys, and the reaction. They don't know what to say or do.
I get Keith all the time by putting my hand with the seller. I'll just be talking, and all of a sudden I'll hit my hand is like on the back of his neck, just gently, but not moving, and he'll look at him, get off me. Sometimes it takes a minute for them to realize that there's another man's hand on the back of their neck.
These guys were freaking out. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
I learned that Lady Di has the IQ of a potato and the hairdo of a Davy and Goliath claymation cartoon.
That's good.
That is good.
Love you, Norton. Love you, thank you.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We got people that want to be the new Lady Di, by the way. If she goes, we're going to get a new Lady Di. Erica, what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
All right.
I can do a much better Lady Di than she can.
Are you attractive?
Oh, no, I don't practice being her. Hell no.
No, you're attractive, I said.
Am I attractive?
Yeah.
Oh, you're repeating.
Wow, that's good.
I'm sorry.
I'll give her that.
Norton, I've talked to you before.
Oh, have you seen pictures of his mule?
No, that would be interesting, though.
He sends them.
Oh, does he now?
Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
Forget it.
Forget it.
Yeah, too old.
I'm sorry.
All right. For Jim. All right, so the votes. We're up to 1,700 votes. 328 say she should stay. Almost 1,400 say she has to go.
What about the percent? Is it going up or down?
80% go, 19% stay. So the vote is...
She's gaining.
The vote is turning a little bit. Your pals Opie and Anthony think she should stay around for a little while.
She's gaining. Weight by the minute.
I bet you that's how E = MC squared was created. They were weighing her in a doctor's office. Probably would have been funnier when she was on the phone instead of 40 minutes later, Johnny come lately. Maybe I could improv about something that happened last week. Cleverly come out with it as 5 to 7.
Angelo.
I have no act.
Yeah, let's see if we can go late and ruin the next show's intro.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Angelo.
All right, pay attention, and Opie will get you into the interesting room.
Yes.
Norton is exomorphic.
Yes.
And Lady Di wants to make lemonade out of her 1984 Pontiac. I'm punching out, guys.
Good job.
We're outie.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, you still got comments?
No, not today.
Why?
Oh, no. We're real late today.
A bunch of jokes and stuff to tell?
No more jokes to tell today.
Wow, wait.
We don't have any more jokes today.
Gotta go. She looks good.
We'll have plenty of jokes tomorrow.
I really want to be touchy-feely.